Hello, everyone. Welcome to Swimmer Sync. Oh my gosh, how much is? Do you know what's the number? Also,
I
am
believe you're
joined here with
78.
Mad. 78, 79.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well,
79.
anyways, we're on Swim or Sync 79, and I do apologize. We did not get to see round one of this tournament because a lot of difficulties happened behind the scenes. But it seems though the staff have been able to fix it, so we are good. So we are bringing up with this matchup, New Horizon versus McDonald's Happy Meal. Okay, I am joined here with Mad. Can we maybe bring off topic about the McDonald's Happy Meal?
I hecka old now, and I still love Happy Meals. I don't care what anybody thinks.
I mean, you're not wrong with that. I mean, there's a lot of kids back in the 2000s. We've already grew up with these Happy Meals, and we get these toys, and then we get some cheeseburgers or nuggies, whatever you guys pick when you were kids back then. But I mean, it doesn't matter which one I go for. I mean, I was happy as a kid when I got my Happy Meal, and I'm always happy, you know?
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure I still have a shoebox with all the Happy Meals I ever got.
Oh, I remember collecting. I forgot what toys were there, but there was at least some good toys that I remember picking up when I was a child, and I would be able to at least just put them on top of my shelf in my room, and that's where I would collect it when I was a kid back then. As far as the memories I had, though. But by the matchup, though, let's get in right to this main topic, though, Matt. The matchup we're going up against, it's going to be on Splat Zone's Piranha Pit, which is a half zone, 2 zones, and I know a lot of people don't enjoy those kind of moments. But I mean, to me, Splat Zones on Piranha Pit is not that terrible. I mean, if anyone in chat thinks it's terrible, I have my own preference for this one because I think it's good for long range. Don't you would agree on that, Matt?
100% agree, and as a backline player myself, I definitely enjoy Piranha Pit zones, and I can definitely say it's not Rainmaker, so there's that.
Definitely. Well, it seems that the teams are already ready, set to go, and finally, we're able to get into round 2. Sorry, I apologize if we did not see round 1, but hey, here we are now. New Horizon versus McDonald's Happy Meal. So let's look at the comps here. And Pixel on the Dynamo. Okay, I like some of these different weapons here. At least I don't want to see some all shooter comps because that's boring to watch.
Indeed, we want to see some diversity out there, and we do have that long range E-Leader coming out as we were talking about. I think that Dynamo, if they're able to stay out of their way, they might be able to do pretty well with that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. E-Leader, you definitely do not want to be in range with that because if you get picked out by that E-Leader, you're just gone. Because E-Leaders and Chargers have have great some positions here. They got the range and it's going. But it seems though there's 2 members down on the side of make it 3 now on the side of McDonald's Happy Meal. I'm sure they're probably not going to be happy about this if they lose game 1 here. So far, New Horizon are taking the lead here. 43 remaining.
Yeah, we have Ms. Popgun here doing a fantastic job of just mitigating the zone control right now and just spreading out the paint, but she does get taken down by Hermit here, and it looks like McDonald's Happy Meal is going to be taking over the zones and pushing up into their own lockout positions. We see several special online, including the missiles and the Booyah, so we're going to be seeing that coming off pretty soon. Yes, and they're going to be making a push for zone now.
I see where Hermit was going there. I see they were trying to go down with the flings are there, but they were in their heads. Yeah, I would not take the risk. Let's play as a team. This is for a comp player. I mean, you gotta be playing as a team. Don't go for at least going all into the enemy territory, just killing at least 1 pick, and then you just die like that. But I mean, at least everyone has a smart play on that. So far so good. McDonald's Happy Meal still has the zone, and it's only 1 member down on the side of New Horizon, but I don't know if that's going to change anything. Make it 1 on the other side of McDonald's Happy Meal. So far, we only have armor on the side of McDonald's Happy Meal, so we'll see what the play is for New Horizon to take it back. Seems though they got the zone.
Yeah, it looks like they're just playing it safe, trying to bomb them out. We do see that Booyah coming in to push them back. Oh, they're going for that. The E-Leader is able to jump out.
Nice move there by Flair there. I like that movement there. And, just the armor has still had it. The E-Leader just got it, but then broke the armor. But anyways, I guess it doesn't really matter. But we got some specials online. Everyone's keeping all of the zones neutral. Look at the Dynamo trying to make sure that E-Leader does not get in the range from the objective here. So they're trying to punish the E-Leader what they're doing here. So I like the idea of what the Dynamo's doing.
Yeah, it looks like Happy Meal is a bit locked into their spawn right now. They have several members going down, but that's an excellent play by Matt there. That's going to open up a good position for them to get into and start painting that zone because they're just about done with their penalty here. And so if they're able to stop that, that'll keep them from getting any more points on the board. Another nice pick.
Oh, man.
That is going to be 2 down, and that's going to be the Bombers coming out to solidify that zone hold.
Oh my gosh, Matt, like, I don't know what you just like turned around so quickly and just killed them right there, and I'm just like, that was amazing to see from there. Anyways, some specials coming up online. You got some Booyah Bomb, you got the missiles from the side of New Horizons. So far, the penalty is almost over for McDonald's Happy Meal, but it seems though New Horizons are trying to fight back. So let's see what the response is from them. 2 members down on the side of McDonald's Happy Meal. They got to play it really slow. And for me to oh no, the Flingza, that is not where you want it to be, but well played by Matt, just like playing it a little bit patiently, just hiding it right there. That Flingza had no idea they were right there.
Yeah, with 2 members down, that's really the play you want to do, is not make yourself stand out too much, and they got the sneaky pick right there. The E-Leader did have their specials activate their rain, and they're going to be holding out for the zone, but...
Oh, okay, I'm so sorry to pause you right there, but, like, I saw Matt, he fell off the map. I don't know exactly happened, but, like...
Oh, no.
That is not a moment you want to have right there, especially you're being streamed.
Not at all. Yeah, this is a difficult map to fall off on, but it does have those ledges that are quite dangerous for the little Squiddos. Getting down to the last 20 seconds, New Horizons going to be contesting that zone. Specials are coming out, but with a man down, I think McDonald's Happy Meal might be able to hold on for just a little bit longer at least.
They gotta do something. They gotta keep the zone. Okay, so that's... Well, Flingza just respawned, so now it's the zap down. They gotta make something play here. Oh no! Oh, so it's already going to initiating a team fight here. Armor's being popped up by McDonald's Happy Meal, so the zone's still neutralized, and it's game over. Game 1 will be taken. New Horizons takes it.
Yeah, New Horizons, all they need to do was just stall out the zones, keep it from going in McDonald's favor, and they were able to win that first match. But still, that was pretty even. They were almost to getting that lead right at the end there, but it was just not quite enough.
Yeah, I feel like McDonald's Happy Meal, to me, like, they just didn't really know what to do. Like, I'm sure, like, they got the zone, like, from a couple of times, but they just don't know what they're gonna do to, like, they had no kind of position that they had to play it out, because, like, they were close. I wouldn't say close, but kind of a little close to getting the lead, but 61 was just not enough. Like, everyone was just playing around on the mid and the zone most of that whole time, but to me, McDonald's Happy Meal were not so happy about their performance on Game 1, so hopefully they can fight it back here on Anchovy Games on Tower Control, which is the next one in Game 2.
Yes, New Horizons, they had a pretty strong showing in the beginning of that match, being pretty aggressive. Were able to take down 1 or 2 members right off the bat, and I think that's what got them the momentum to get that early lead on. So I think hopefully McDonald's Happy Meal, now that they've gotten their all warm up, this next one, Tower Control Anchovy Games, they'll be able to be more prepared for what New Horizons has to throw at them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, if McDonald's Happy Meal is able to wake up and show up with a good performance here, then I think we might be able to see a Game 3 here. They just got to make it happen. And it seems though we're still waiting on some members here, so I guess by the matchup, let's talk about a little bit about the map a bit. So when I think about Anchovy Games on Tower Control, I feel like it's about one special. and it's Inkjet. Well, that was like when I remembered it back then. When I commentated on these tournaments like this, I would always see like Anchovy Games on Tower Control, and it will always be that Inkjet to me, like back then. And you got that little ledge by like you could stand on that little platform, the wall, like that wall by office. That's like at least a higher like like high ground, I would say, for you to like aim for if you're trying to get a pick there. And we get to see a carbon roller. Oh my gosh.
And it looks like Kai here's going to be swapping to a vanilla splat charger right there, so they're going to be having a charger on Charger Violence. But the Stingray is definitely going to be coming in handy for the tower on this particular map. It has a very straight path once it gets past that first checkpoint.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I feel like Stingray, to me, it's like a really wise choice, especially if you have a lead and you're kind of holding a little bit back at a little bit of the last like 10 seconds left, and then you have like at least a Ray ready, so you can at least GG Ray, because it's all about the GG Ray. But we'll see how this matchup will go. Seems though New Horizons are able to take the first tower, so let's see. They're gonna have to get through the first checkpoint. Missile's already being popped up. Ray has already been popped up. So, but it's the zap that goes down though. So I don't know what got them though. And no, Matt gets also down too. So that's 1v1 there. Oh, the charger. Oh wow. Okay, so far, New Horizons already making.
That's gonna be a full wipe.
Yeah, and now it's going to be back into resets here from New Horizons. So McDonald's Happy Meal, they gotta make something here. So this is like a scary map to like kind of go through, especially the arcade and street there. Like if they have full control of that, then this is where you have to make things happen and play aggressive.
Yes, taking control of the enemy plat is one of the key positions for pushing up in pretty much any mode, but tower control especially, since you have to take it that way. And New Horizons getting through that first checkpoint was excellent start. They were able to, even though they kept losing members, they just were able to keep the tower going. But now they're going to have to come back from spawn and bring it back. And it does look like McDonald's Happy Meal was able to get the first checkpoint as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Trade for trade on those first checkpoints there, side by side there. And still, it's not enough for at least McDonald's Happy Meal to at least take the lead and get at least to the second checkpoint. But that's going to be 2 members down on the side of McDonald's Happy Meal. So far, only a Ray has itself online, so no specials have been popped. Oh, but here comes the Chicken Rush already, which I would love to call it Chicken Rush. You guys can get in the chat, can call it whatever. I call it Chicken Rush because it's a chicken bomb.
Indeed, and it's going to be putting a lot of pressure on that plat for anyone trying to come back from spawn, and they are going to be pushing the tower once again, trying to get past the initial lead and just get some more points on the board.
Oh, Pixel. Oh, that's 2. That is 2 picks for Pixel there. That is really well played. Yeah, McDonald's Happy Meal had no idea where the carbon was, so like, to me, if I were on McDonald's Happy Meal, I'd watch out for the carbon for flanks. Because, like, if you don't know where the carbon is, then you probably would be in a bad spot if you don't know where that carbon is.
You always want to be keeping an eye on their main Slayer, especially when it's a carbon or roller, because they are incredibly quick in their splats, and they are very sneaky to boot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that's why, in my mind, for McDonald's Happy Meal, let's say we need to know where the carbon is, because if we don't, then we're gonna get at least picked on by that carbon, because they could be sneaky. And rollers like that, yes, you did point out all rollers can do that, but I mean, for Dynamo and Flingza, I mean, I guess Flingza can, but Dynamo, I'm not sure. But I mean, I've seen so many other rollers out there like that can play pretty well. And whoa, what was that? Okay, I did not see where that was going right there. So bubbles were popped, but then Pixel was just right in Hermit's face to just take them out.
Yeah, if you don't know where the carbon is, you gotta tread carefully. We are getting into the last minute here, and McDonald's Happy Meal still hasn't been able to push past their initial points here, and they still have another checkpoint in order to get to that lead. So they're gonna have to really put something together if they want to take this match.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, they haven't really found any sort of play what they got to do here. And it seemed for that whole time, it's like they just kept getting picked by New Horizons most of the time. And now there's like 2 specials on the side of New Horizons. They can just do whatever they want now. Like, they can just defend it.
And 2 members down. Yeah, this is going to be rather difficult, especially with that Stingray online. And if they don't take down that Stingray, they're not going to be able to get past the initial lead at all.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Kai here trying to just keep the Ray and staying alive. So if it goes to overtime, then they know they got to pop up that Ray, and that's going to be game there. So game 2 will go to New Horizons. So as I'm correctly, I'm going to say, is this best of 3 or is this play all 3? I'm not
This will
too
be
sure.
play all 3.
Ah, okay,
Yes.
Gotcha. I wasn't too sure if it was like best of 3 or play all 3. But so New Horizons did win the whole set, but it seems though we're going to at least play game 3 here for the likes of it. So maybe McDonald's Happy Meal can redeem themselves, at least take a game off of them, at least. I mean, if you take a game off of them, at least that's one thing that you can accomplish. I mean, win or lose, I mean, to me, we win some, we lose some, guys. And that's just how it works for some tournaments. And if you want to look back into all your plays as a team, hey, there's always experience that you can always take a look back. It's never too late to ever look back and just fix those mistakes.
And while New Horizons may have taken the set, there's still the opportunity to get that last match, as you said, because when it comes to the tiebreakers, each individual match is going to be what breaks the tie. How many wins you get in your battle, and just having one more might make the difference later on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, if it was play all 3, for example, on playing a low ink tournament, because you play all 3, then if you did lose the set, then I mean, you would at least maybe want to take a game off on game 3 at least, if you were able to do that. And that's gonna make their chances if McDonald's Happy Meal wants to take a game off of New Horizon on Manta Maria on Rainmaker.
We're going to enter Rainmaker.
So far, a little bit of changes, but Pixel is on the V-Roller this time. And, I want to see some of those kind of weapons like that. Honestly, you don't really see weapons kind of like the vanilla roller or some other weapons that we don't really see on the meta. And when it becomes off-meta weapons, I want weapons like that. And whoa, it seems though New Horizons, as far as I was talking, Pixel is just hiding right there, just finding the right moment.
They're going to have to watch the Rainmaker. Oh my goodness, he's going to grab it.
Pixel's going to attempt it. Pixel's going to attempt it.
Oh.
Oh, that was so close. I was expecting that kind of play right there from Pixel. They were just waiting right by the Rainmaker goal. Just hey, if we're going to just take 3-0 with these guys, hey, we'll at least just do that by making it a quick one. But no, it seems though McDonald's Happy Meal was able to just deny that and reset that Rainmaker and not make that mistake again.
Yes, thankfully they were having someone keep an eye on the Rainmaker, because that could have been quite a quick match if Pixel could pull that off.
Matt with 2 picks there, but it seems though it wasn't enough because Pixel, again, you gotta watch out for Pixel, because if you don't know where they are, then you're gonna get picked by them.
Ooh, a nice pick by the Charger there, just keeping them at bay, trying to stall out while their teammates respawn. Kai is sneaking up here, and they are doing a double roller comp here. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, indeed, honestly, and you really don't see a comp like this, but I mean, if they want to give it for us as a show, hey, I'm here for the show and giving you guys a show, because that's what I want for today. Play weapons that you think that would be fun to watch. That's what I would put up for it.
Just a bit of a stalemate here. McDonald's Happy Meal, they have quite a ways to go, but they're able to just hold on to mid. There's not a whole lot going on, but they do have that Stingray online. Here's the armor. Yes, I think this might be the opportunity they were waiting for. Hermit just trying to get some ground here on that roller in their bunker, but he does unfortunately get taken out.
Oh, that is a big mistake. Yeah, big mistake from those the splash and K shot there, because like, yeah, you do not want to be there, especially you don't know where the roller could be. And wait, whoa, charger, excuse me? Like, they were just standing there. I was just confused. Why are they just standing there?
There is possible that they thought they were splatted and not quite so yet.
I mean, could be a possibility. Miss Popgun trying to at least knock it out, but not quite just yet. I mean, there's still at least some hope. Don't make at least some come down. Anything can happen, but you don't know anything until it's done, you know?
The match ain't over till it's over, but it might be over soon. And oh no! Quite.
It looks like no. McDonald's Happy Meal said no, but Kai will respond to, yes, we will knock out this game. We will take the 3-0 victory here. GG, McDonald's Happy Meal. New Horizons will take 3-0. Wow. Honestly, like, I still had some hopes for McDonald's Happy Meal, though. Like you did point out about Game 1 that it was an even match. Like, it could have gone either way, but the response, I feel like the communication from McDonald's Happy Meal was not there. Because, like, to me, it's like they just had no answer what they could have done to New Horizons comp. They just no answers to them.
Yeah, especially with such an aggressive Slayer with the two rollers, having essential communication is going to be pretty important. And I think it was not. There wasn't really anything they could do at that point. They were stuck. They didn't have, I guess, as quite the coordinate push as they needed to get that points.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, McDonald's Happy Meal. Well, I'm sorry to say it. It's a sad meal. Anyways, but again, it's never be down for, you know, if you ever make mistakes, you can always fix your mental for these kind of situations. Though, if you lose, you know, a tournament, then I say fix your mental and you can get everything together and make sure everyone's on the right page, and I think everything will be fine for sure. Because, like, again, it's all about, like, you know, fixing up your mental, keep it together, play on the same page as, you know, with the rest of the team, and then I think everything should be fine for both sides.
Absolutely. Well, we are going to be going to a short break here as we wait for the next round. We have some more exciting matches coming up, so you don't want to miss it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, don't go anywhere, guys. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Swimmer Sink 79. We're starting on round 3 of the group stage, which I would prefer to call it that way because I have no words for what I could say. And I am joined here with Matt here.
Hello, and welcome back.
And so we got some matchup here. So we got Big Gamers versus Downfall. Okay, to the reference, this is off topic. What do they mean by big gamers? Are they like saying, are they big gamers? Like, are they big on gaming, or like are they just gamers in general? I don't know what's the behind to that name,
Or they could just be part of the there was the manta ray. I should know his name is from the new idol group. It could be part of the fan club. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows, really. So I guess by the time we'll know, I mean, we'll probably have an answer. Probably we don't, but let's get into a little bit of the matchup here. So I am not really familiar with any people on these rosters. Not familiar, but we'll able to find out though. We are going to go to Humpback Pump Track on Clamblets. Thank God it's not Splatoon because I hate it. Anyways, but how do you think this mapping mode really would work out here for you, Matt?
Well, Humpback Pump Track tends to be difficult as it is just because of the terrain, but particularly with Clamblets, I don't expect to see too many long-range backlines. I could be wrong, but I would probably expect to see more aggressive plays, more aggressive weapons. So maybe the most be a Nautilus. That would be the longest range probably, because you definitely have a lot of good sweet spots in order to really get into the enemy territory and just wreak havoc from, like, you got their trench and you got that left and right flank. Just there's a lot of opportunities for shorter range weapons because of how much cover there is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And this is the map that for both of these sides can make, all of these plays here. And now we're going to get started here on game 1, round 3 of Humpback Pump Track on Clamblets. And we got double slosher, and
wow.
that's double K-shot. Okay.
Oh my.
I have so much big hate for Big Gamers comp. Triple missile comp, and I hate it.
It's fitting, but at the same time, you hate to see it.
It's like, I just being the one guy just like, oh my gosh, it's so, like, why are you trying to be so boring to me to give a show here? Anyways, seems though, just a 1-for-1 of trade though, so far, that's actually a V-Slosher? Is that a V? That is V-Slosher, okay, not the Baller Slosher, okay. Honestly, I have some great things about the vanilla X-Splosher though. I gotta be honest, because I love the kit because of the sprinkler. Not only that, you got the bubbles for it to support it with it as well, and there's just so many things that I just love the V-Splosh in particular, and that's why I would love to see them, and which is Downfall member is using it. I'm happy.
It's such a fitting choice for this map as well. I think sloshers have a field day with all the ups and downs and places they can get at, but Explo especially, and is one of the few backlines I think that really thrives on this map. Ooh, we do see the initial push coming on the right side, but the bubbles, the defensive bubbles, they are out, completely denying that push, and they're going to have to regroup and try again.
Oh yeah, great defense, especially with those bubbles, trying to block out of Big Gamer's way, so their Downfall was like, no, we're not gonna let you pass. And I think we did see someone try to flank, but then the members of Big Gamers were able to at least get out. No one was splatted, and they're still able to keep their power clam still alive. Still got 3 minutes, still in the early game still, and now Downfall's made their own power clam as well. So now we get to see who makes the play. Arm has already been popped up by Big Gamers here. Bubbles have been popped. We got some specials online already here. So I'm expecting what else that from both of these sets are going to do here, because this could be difficult. Oh, nice pick by the V-Jet here. Missile's already been popped. already 2 members are already going down on the side of Downfall here. So now it's got to be the opportunity for Big Gamers. And yes, now they do score. So now, okay, we did see Downfall try to make an attempt, but no, it seems that Big Gamers were able to score the basket first. So now look at all those clams. Like, Big Gamers have all the clams that they can throw into their basket.
This is one of the...
Three members down too. What the heck? Oh my. Go ahead.
This is not a good position to be in. This particular map, it can go both ways. It can be over in an instant or just stall out, but this is going to be over in an instant.
Yeah. Big Gamers just take down Downfall there. That was just like nothing. Like, Big Gamers had everything all planned up. They were all coordinated with each other, getting the picks that they wanted, and that's what they did. And Downfall had no response to any of that. Especially, they had at least one good play of their defenses, but it seems that they just not be able to answer back with the push from Big Gamers, and now Big Gamers are taking game 1 here.
I think Humpback Pump Track is, because of how close the two passes are, is one of those modes or one of those maps that you really don't want to get wiped on when you're making your push. And I think Big Gamers there, they did an excellent job. They had a couple members go down, but for the most part, they were able to defend against the respawning team. They actually got a near wipe near the end there, and that just allows them to keep pouring those clams in, and they got the quick KO.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, Big Gamers had all of the clams collected that they needed to, like, from like 100 to knockout. Like, they didn't. Downfall couldn't even like try to stop them from like throwing those clams. Like, Big Gamers just kept going. All that aggression from their side is just they got those picks what they needed, throw those clams in, just never let the basket close either. They no chance from Downfall to just defend their basket.
Not at all. But we will be going on to Splat Zones of the Reef. There'll be a chance for a redemption here. It's a bit of a different experience here, being both zones and on the reef. You do have the small-ish nature of the stage, but rather than having that large hump in the middle, is a bit of a dip, except for the bridge. That bridge is going to be pretty key in order to control both the zone and just the general area.
Absolutely. Yeah. As for the backliner too, because like if one other team gets bridge, that's going to be a lot of control for them, because they got so much like perspective that they got to knowing where the enemy can go. And it seems though a little bit of changes to the comps, but I'm not sure if it was a junior from the side of Big Gamers. I'm not sure, but it seems though Big Gamers are able to take the zone first. Oh wow, 3 members down on the side of Downfall. So this is looking
full wipe.
Full wipe. This is looking a little bit trouble for Downfall here. If they don't make some kind of answer, because like they already have the zone. Like, look at all that map control from the side of Big Gamers. They have all they could do whatever they want. Missile's already been popped, but it looks like V-Jet is already going down from the side of Big Gamers. So maybe Downfall is maybe getting a chance for them to get it, and now they get the zone. So that's gonna give a penalty for Big Gamers. So far so good for Downfall. They're not giving up just yet.
Yeah, this map is pretty scary once you get a wipe or even several members down like that, because it is so difficult to get back out and so easy to just defend the spawn. And once again, we see the 2 members of Big Gamers, 3 members going down, so this is going to be an excellent position for Downfall to be in to re-secure that zone.
Absolutely. Like you saw 3 members down on the side of Big Gamers, but I think one member was trying to get them down, but the V-Jet was still be able to be alive. Now it's going to be in the favors of Big Gamers now, retaking the zone, and now their penalty is gone. Downfall has to make something of a good play here. The Carbon's trying to get at least the pick there, but not quite just yet. The V-Jet was able to like stay alive there. Look at all this control that they got. Like, Big Gamers can literally do what they want, but as soon as I said that though, 3 members go down on the side of Big Gamers, and now Downfall is giving a answer to Big Gamers saying, "Hey, we're not finished yet," with an angry voice. And look at the Carbon, all aggressive, double kill on the Carbon Roller, Weem popping off with the Carbon. They have the Chicken Rush already. The penalty is gone from Downfall. So if they can have that so much of aggression here, they got to watch out for those flanks too. Missile's already been popped on the side of Big Gamers, so this could maybe a little bit of some kind of initiating fight here. Missile's already been popped. Armor's been popped. No! 3 members down on the side of Downfall here, and now Big Gamers are trying to do something like a good play here. So far, they're able to take that zone back. They're not letting Downfall take the lead.
Being on the defending team, having control of the zones and all the map control is definitely the position you want to be in as a Carbon Roller. Having all that room to maneuver and be able to shark, especially when you have the ledges like you have here on the reef, it just goes one of the strengths of the Carbon Roller. But as we see, Big Gamers are already pushing back in and have solidified control of the zone. As we get into the last 20 points here, 10 points remaining, they're going to have to do something fast, but it's just the Carbon Roller left.
And that's going to be game. The set will go to Big Gamers, but this set is not over just yet. Remember, to anyone who's watching the stream, this is play all 3 in the group stage for SOS. So, who knows? Downfall really had a good game, especially that Carbon. You got to see that 2 picks from the Carbon trying to at least stay alive in that game, but it just wasn't enough for Downfall to like continue the game. Like Big Gamers just had different ideas. All that communication from Big Gamers, they just wanted to make sure that we're on the right mindset. We're trying to make everything we're not all ruined. Nothing. Let's not break our own mental. Stay on the same page. And that's how Big Gamers were to fight back.
It's definitely is one of those maps you really want to be mindful of how you're pushing back in, because there is so much potential to get wiped several times and just get staggered. And I think Big Gamers were doing an excellent job of keeping their team together, as you pointed out, and just keeping control of both the map and the zone. And then we're going to be moving on to tower control on the main stage. Similar, but not quite the same. It's going to be a lot more ups and downs, actually it's going to be quite a difficult run for tower control because you have all those high ledges to defend from. And if you're going to want to push past those checkpoints, you're going to really have to take control, especially of that snipe.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And don't forget about the opportunities of the flanks too, because I feel like there's gonna be some games on Starfish in general this map, because you got some left and right those flanks. Not just that, I feel like as a Slayer you can make something kind of be just a little sneaky and just go from go around right by them and say hi and we splat you. Coming from the back door, basically. We're coming from the back door. Just saying, knock, knock, knock. Who's that? We're coming from the back door. It's Big Gamers. Anyways, we're getting into this matchup here. I do want to see some action from Downfall. If they can at least take a game off from Big Gamers. But let's see what else happens here. And okay, we got at least a bit of different comps here. But seems though a little bit of the same, but we got some different ones here for you guys. So alright, so tower control. We gotta watch out for those flanks from both of these sides, so we don't know what we are gonna expect here. Armor's been popped.
Big Gamers really changing out their comp here, swapping out for the Mini and the Carbon Roller. So they're going to have half the missiles, but a lot more slaying potential here, and they are going to be taking control of the tower in this first half of the match. Chicken bombs are coming out, just putting on so much pressure, keeping them out as they move on to that first checkpoint. And this is exactly where you don't want the Carbon Roller to be, is in your base, just in your area. There's going to be quite the hassle to get back to the tower.
Look at all that control, all that paint, and the aggression from Big Gamers. They have all of it. They have everything. And they took 3 members down on the side of Downfall. So this is really, really looking rough for Downfall here. So this could be just a knockout from Big Gamers if there's gonna be no answer if Downfall just just keeps getting picked on by them. And it seems though it's going to be a quick KO from getting from the tower from mid to finish. A quick KO from Big Gamers, and they will be winning the set 3-0 against Downfall.
The Big Gamers, they got in, they held it down, and they took the dub. Simple as that.
Yes, indeed. And that's what they showed them for against their opponent. And not to really expect, though, because like I feel like the matchup was so even, but like Downfall just really couldn't close the game, really. Like they just had nothing what they can do to respond back. Like, especially, I think their best game for sure was at least the Splat Zones, the Reef, because like we saw some like amazing plays from them at Splat Zones, the Reef, but they just weren't able to like defend the zone and keeping a lot of control on the map. And I feel like that just also had their mental just like not really like there for them, because like again, mental is really important, especially as you are as a comp player, because like you got to keep it together and play as a team, keep it together, and that's all it comes to the rest of the other teams. And I just didn't really see much of Downfall having no answers from them. Like they didn't really have any good play, like any plays from them. But you say yes, they did make some plays, but it just wasn't enough for them to at least close it out.
Yeah, Clan Blitz and Tower Control, they're both very momentum-based modes, and so once Big Gamers had the momentum going, they're just hard to stop them. There was not a whole lot to stand in their way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it could be really, really tough for sure in some of these situations, because like, you know, if you at least lose a game, then I'm sure you can at least try to move on to the next one, move on to game 2. Hey, there's always at least some chances. Like it's not over until the set is over. And by the way, though, guys, we got some promotion for you guys on stream. So let's roll with it. So
first up, yes, we have.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, we have the staff applications open for IPL. If you would like to help out with tournaments such as these, be up here on the mic, or even working back seats, there are applications open. You can go ahead and fill them out. And you can also come to support us at Patreon/IPL Splatoon.
Absolutely. Like, you will experience so much. If you're not really experienced, but if you are experienced, this is for you. Like, if you got the time on the Wednesday evenings, SOS is really looking for staffs, and they need your help. Please help them. If you don't have any experience, you can at least get the experience, and they'll teach you. And if you are experienced, great. You can at least do whatever the job that you're looking for. Hey, they're on you. So this is a good opportunity to at least become at least around and helping around the staffs on SOS. Please help us. This will be a great for everything, and this will make all the staff from IPL Splatoon really happy if you join as a swim or sink staff. And now we got some other stuff we got some going on here. So roll, please.
Yes, to give you a taste of what some of the stuff we'll be working on in the coming weeks and months. First up, Low Ink August is going to be this weekend, I believe. Yes, this weekend from 1 p.m. Eastern on Saturday to through Sunday. We're going to have pools on the Saturday on the 20th, and then we'll have our finals and grand finals on the 21st.
Everybody in the chat, like, especially if you're Splatoon fans, if you're just casuals, and if you're like Ludi, Div 5 or lower, this is your kind of tournament to play on. And this is the very, very last Low Ink August 2022 for Splatoon 2. And that will close it out, and we'll be moving on with some new stuff that IPL will be posting in the future. So please, this is your last chance to play for Low Ink August 2022 in Splatoon 2. And don't forget, if you want to participate, and if you are, remember, Riptide, that's going to be the land that you want to also be participating in. If you live in Ohio or around the States, hey, get your chance to play in this tournament. Play for the fun. Play if you want to play competitively. Play whatever you like. This is all for the fun. Riptide is the right land for you, for especially for the central states there. Please.
For anybody who's been keeping up to date with the Splatoon news, it is going to be taking place on September 9th, the day of Splat 3 release. So it will be a combination of Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3, and just so much things going on. The whole event is going to be 9th through the 11th of September, and it's going to be in, as we mentioned, Sandusky, Ohio. There will be, other than Splatoon, there will be Smash, Rivals, and some other things going on. Just a whole collaboration of fun things to do and watch. There will also be water slides and arcade for things outside the gaming realm. And this will be so much going on. Yeah, that's about it.
Really much, really. Yeah, don't miss it out. Like, please. For Riptide, this is where, and if you're at home as well, you can at least still watch all of these competitors. Yes,
oh, yes,
on
absolutely.
IPL Splatoon. Watch it on IPL Splatoon if you're watching at home. And it seems though that's gonna be it for the group stage, and now we're gonna be moving on to the brackets. So we'll be at least taking a small break. So please don't go anywhere, and we'll see you guys in the brackets. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Swimmer Sync 79. We're moving on to the top cut at Great White, I believe the name what it's called, but I don't know. But we're at the top of bracket, so we actually got a banger series in this matchup. We got Big Man Fans versus Red Sun. Oh, gee, man, I'm gonna say this right now, please. And if you do not believe me, I was the founder and the former captain of Red Sun, and as much as I've seen them, they have improved a lot, and I definitely would love to see them move on and show what they've gotten in this matchup. So they're going to be at Snapper Canal on Rainmaker, and I do want to point out, by the Big Man Fans, I'm going to call them out because I don't care. We got a big man. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyways, but I do want to talk about a little bit of the map itself. Mad, do you want to kind of go over your perspective on this map and mode?
Oh boy, if we don't see a Stingray, I don't know what they're doing, but we're going to go into the Rainmaker Snapper Canal. It is a pretty, I guess, iconic Rainmaker map, at least is from the matches I've seen. It appears on Snapper Canal quite a bit. There are several options for you to take that Rainmaker. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, depending on the situation. But it will be quite chaos. It is a smaller map and quite open. There will be... Actually, you got so many options where you can push that Rainmaker. Exactly.
And I see a little bit expected to Red Sun's comp, and I am sorry. What now? We got a big man hater in the side of Big Man Fans. What is going on here? You became like a Big Man Fans into this roster, and now you are a hater to Big Man? What is wrong with you? Anyways, we're getting into the matchup. Seems though Big Man Fans are having their own hands on the Rainmaker first, so Honedge trying to stay a little bit alive here. Look at that. You're already being pushed up, but gets taken down. Look at that push. Remaining of 36 already. Man, this is a good start for Big Man Fans.
Indeed. The Nautilus, who just... I wasn't even sure what they were doing, but they apparently they were leading the way for that Rainmaker. They got the nice pick and were able to lead a path right up to it. Just a shame about that Stingray. They will be letting that Rainmaker reset, it looks like, and it's going to be some map control going back, and that's two members of Red Sun already down once again, and so Big Man Fans are going to be pushing up to that pedestal once again, just trying to secure this left side for the Rainmaker.
All that pressure from Big Man Fans, they have that aggression, but like it's still Red Sun is still holding up their defenses here. They're not letting Big Man Fans knock it out. Hey, we're knocking. Hey, Big Man Fans, we're saying, hey, we're knocking on the door. Knock, knock. We're coming in. But you know what Red Sun said? We're not letting you in. So get out of our territory.
That last bit to the pedestal is going to be quite a difficult hurdle to get past. It's probably going to need a full wipe as it is the high ground for the defending team. And so it's just going to be difficult to gain any more points from that. Red Sun's going to have quite the time on the other side just trying to get past to get the lead, but we shall see what they have in store since we have the 3 minutes left in this match.
Absolutely. We're still in this early game still. Like 3 minutes as you mentioned. Like Red Sun's got a lot of time here, and good trade from Dan here, but what cost that there's a 2v2 going on here, so like here we go. Big Man Fans trying to keep it all together. You got one Booyah Bomb up online. Like you hate to see it when you get solo missile Duckface. Just like, why am I getting solo missile into the comms right there? Like, why am I being there? And then there's the Seajet just waiting for the Booyah Bomb be popped over there. Duckface trying to get out of there, but barely alive. But the way Duckface is being targeted right now.
With the lone man defense here, he's going to have to quite the time to try to survive, but he does not succeed in that, so it's just going to leave that left side open for a potential push, but the rest of Big Man Fans are pulling back to defend that Rainmaker.
This is looking good. This is looking good for Red Sun right now. If they're able to get those picks that they needed, then they should be able to get this lead here.
Ooh.
Oh no, just by one. Oh, you hate to see it. If you get the remaining of just by one. You hate to see it, but it seems though Big Man fans are still able to keep it together and defend from not letting Red Sun take that lead there. So it's good defense, but yeah, 1 point meme indeed. By someone mentioned that in the chat. Anyways, let's go. Rays have already been popped already. Wow. Okay, Steejet, because you get the easiest raid to just paint that and get it so quickly. And wow, that's gonna be some members down. Oh, this is already a team fight going on. But we already see trades going back at each other. So far, mad. Like I'm already liking this matchup here. This is like an even game here.
Indeed, they're going toe-to-toe in this match here, and it is literally a point difference, and we are getting to that last
Look at those
minute.
specials. Look at those specials. You got all of those specials online, Mad. Like, you gotta see the action, what's happening here. And I do apologize for stopping you, but like, all of those specials are important to make this, like, last push. They got 40 seconds left for Red Sun if they want to get this lead.
Right, so they're going to have to pull something together. They are getting pretty close to that one hurdle left. 2 members down, and they will be respawning, but there's so many bombs just keeping them at bay. It's going to be a matter of what goes first, the go into overtime or the Rainmaker timer.
Yeah, they got to play it a little bit slow. If I were Red Sun, play it a little slow. Try to find that pick that you need. Nice trying to stay alive, but they get taken down. 10 seconds left. You got to pop that Rainmaker and go. You got to pick it up. And if you don't, then Big Man fans are able to take this game.
There's 1 second left, and they just weren't quite able to pick it up. Unfortunately, as they were the last team to have control of the Rainmaker, it is no overtime in this match. Big Man fans taking the first match. It will be going into a best of 5, so it will be a lot on the line here.
Absolutely, and you see both of these sides getting the right of their own to like make their own playmaking and all of those amazing games that they've gotten. So Big Man fans are able to still keep that up. Red Sun, I believe they still have some potential in them, and they're not done yet. If I were Red Sun, we are not done yet. And those are the words. If I were Red Sun, those are the words. Anyways, we're going to move on to game 2, and it's going to be on Macomart. That is everybody's favorite map in this game. And this time, we're going to go on Clamblitz. Wait, Mad, I think this is the first time, maybe? No, second. We are commentating on Clamblitz, I believe.
Indeed. We haven't seen it too much today, but this will be our second Clamblitz match of the night, on stream at least. And so, Macomart, it is a popular stage, not so Argus. Zones is the more preferred choice, but we do see Clamblitz on Macomart quite a bit. Small map, lots of little avenues to travel through.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I feel like there's a lot of good making plays here, especially if you don't have any sort of ideas. I want to bring up a little bit of a clip. This reminded me, if I were on this map and we're on a 2-2 tied at game best of 5, this reminds me of Fluency versus Team Ryzen. That Fluency, I believe they reverse sweeped Team Ryzen, and if this can get a little bit of a matchup like that, if anyone knows what I'm talking about in the chat, this was the best highlight of the clip that I've watched in Macomart Clams, if we ever get that kind of matchup. So far, and we'll actually get into the topic of this matchup though, because I do not want to overthink myself about that clip. Anyways, here we go, Clamblitz on Macomart. So Mad, what are you expecting here?
Well, because of the nature of the map and the modes, there's going to be a lot of shooters, as we do see here. It's going to be a lot of mobile weapons. You want to have
that is a V-dualies. V-dualies.
Ooh, we don't see that very often. The burst bomb and the penta missiles, going with a double missile comp on both sides here, as well as a bomb rush on the one side and a buoy on the other. We already see the first clam getting popped.
Wow, you just didn't see that coming right there. Big Man fans were just able to sneak in there, and I guess they had a lot of clams to just make a power clam and just take it in there. in the way early game. It's already been 4 minutes and 20 seconds in the timer right now, and they already making this push.
And we see
Remaining
one
at
more
30.
power clam
What
going.
the heck? Oh my gosh. Mad, what is this going on right now? It seems though Big Man's just like not trying to give it up. And I'm sorry if I pause you a lot. I do apologize.
That's just the nature of clams. Sometimes you have a match that just stalls until minute 5 and you have no clams in, but sometimes you just have matches like these where it all goes in at once and you're get such an early lead and such a big one at that.
Yeah, let's see what Red Suns can answer to Big Man fans, because this is at least a decent lead for Big Man fans. So as soon as I said that though, look at Red Sun right now. They already got 3 members down and they already got 2 power clams in. Look at that response from Red Sun though. But that's 2 members down on the side of Red Sun. So this is not going to be enough. But at least we still have until mid of this game. So 30 and to 51 of remaining. So Big Man's fans are taking this lead still.
Yeah, Red Sun doesn't have the lead quite yet, but 50 points is an excellent start, especially for such early in the match. And we will have plenty of time in order to reformulate and just start up another push. Now, because of Makamart's such a small size, there are going to be a lot of one-on-one fights here, just a lot of back and forth action, and we see several members going down to both the players and the Booyah Bomb. No power claims.
That is 3 members down. Oh my gosh. Yeah, as you mentioned, no power claims just yet. Red Sun had that opportunity, but I guess the communication there that they just didn't have enough claims to be thrown at to make a power claim. But maybe if they can keep getting those picks, if I were Red Sun, then I think they have that push.
20 clams in possession and an armor online for Big Man fans. They already passed their penalty and they are into the raw points now.
Oh my gosh, this is looking good for Red Sun. They take the lead, but it's not just enough just yet. It's only Beam remaining alive, so Beam could try to at least make it a play. Oh, but I do like that aggression from Beam though. Maybe at least get some claims in and just risk it, but at what cost though? Because, oh no! As soon as I speak too soon, someone from the member of Red Sun were able to still score some clams in, and now that's going to be the end of that push for Red Sun. The remaining of 7 and to 30. Now Red Sun takes this lead here.
This is quite the gambit here. On one hand, you can sneak in on your own and try to get in some more clams, but it does leave you to the possibility of being staggered here. And it looks like Red Sun is able to regroup and able to put up a strong defense as we see Big Man fans open up that basket and already getting down to, and that's going to be the KO.
Oh no. Oh man. Just when you think, though, Red Sun really had that lead there, but then Big Man fans had an answer to Red Sun, just like saying, we're knocking at your door. Hey, we're going to be scoring those power clams. We're knocking this game. Done. It's done.
Yes, Big Man fans taking the second match. One more chance. Match point for Big Man fans. One last chance for Red Sun to be able to stay in this set.
And I really had that. I really had that for Red Sun. They had all of those clams that they needed, but it was just so close. So close for them to knock out the game, but Big Man fans were able to at least defend their basket really, really well. And then Big Man fans just answered them with a knockout. And that's just what happened there. And now this is a situation for Red Sun now. If they want to make a little bit of a reverse sweep, if they want to take this set here, if they want to do that, they got to make it happen here at Inkblot Art Academy in Splat Zones.
Now, both of these teams have added a little bit of mix-up for each of the modes that we've come across. They've changed their weapon comps just slightly, so I'm interested to see what they're going to bring out for Splat Zones. It is another smaller-sized map. We do have that nice obstruction in the middle for the defending team to use as high ground, and it's going to be difficult to paint the zone because of that obstruction, as you do need to paint across the top of it.
Oh yeah.
Rollers and buckets are going to have a nice time on the defending team, or rather the team in control of the middle.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And if I were on either side, because I'm not sure, because I don't think we ever saw maybe a slosher or roller, as you mentioned. But we don't know that for sure if they pulled it out here. So let's see. I'm actually pretty excited. So Big Man fans are taking this lead 2-0. So Red Sun need to pick it up if they want to keep this set going. And it seems though it is a little bit of a different comp from the side of Big Man fans, and a little bit similar to Red Sun's comp, a little bit of the same.
We do see the addition of the 52 for the side of Red Sun. That's going to be adding that Booyah Bomb to the mix, which is going to be helpful for not necessarily painting the zone completely, but just zoning out the enemy team to get that zone painted. Looks like the first take is going to be going to Red Sun here. 2 members of Big Man fans down, and that Rage is going in to clear out the rest of them from their plat.
Yeah, this is a good start for Red Sun. Now they just gotta keep that keep snowballing this whole entire early game, because like if you want to play early game, you gotta snowball as much as you can and just be having that aggression there. But I don't know if it's gonna really just happen, because like as soon as I said that, because they were about to take the zone, but at least Red Sun was able to take that back and no penalty. But so far, Red Sun are still keeping the zone to themselves.
Yeah, this is a good position for them to be in, getting it down to 30 points. They have 2 man down, but that's a sizable lead to be starting off in this match.
So far,
Big Man is such contention on the zone. Fights are breaking out. Members are going down on both sides, and yet the zone has not turned in either way.
No, Red Sun is still keeping the zone. Like, remain with 20. Oh no, those missiles. I gotta say though, this is looking pretty good for an early game for Red Sun though. But if Big Man fans are able to turn it back, then I'm sure that they will have an answer to them.
For sure, we do see Big Man fans in control of the zone, so we're going to be able to put some points on that board. Red Sun's got the lead, but we'll have to see for how long. We have 3 minutes left in the match, and plenty of time for plays to be made. A member of Big Man fans is going down, 2 members, and that's going to give Red Sun the chance to push back in. And yes, that's going to be 3 man down.
If I were on Red Sun, watch those dualies, because like I've seen a little bit of the gameplay from the V dualies from last game. Like they got at least some picks that they wanted, and a little bit of skirmishing there as well. Because like I feel like if you're playing dualies, it's all about all the skirmishing that you got in, and try to have get your team some attention. If you got at least 1 member from them to just get all of it, like all those members there, if you know where they are, get all that, and then I think they can make at least some kind of a play here. As soon though, we got some bomb rush, and then we already got the paint, so Big fans are able to take that zone back. But that's 2 members down on the side of Big Man fans. So, and that leaves to the junior now. So, mad. I gotta say, Red Sun are still having a lot of this game to themselves. All this control that they've gotten so far.
They have definitely seemed to have found their groove here, getting into a very nice defending position here, just making sure that they keep control of both the paint and the zone, not letting Big Man fans do, honestly, a whole lot at this point. They're just putting so much pressure on their plat and keeping Big Man fans...
Penalty is over. The penalty is over for them. So if they knock this out, then they have to win. Big Man fans have to answer back. No. As soon as I said that, because like I thought Big Man fans were trying to make at least some miracle play to neutralize the zone, but no, there was 3 members down on the side of Big Man fans, and now Red Sun are able to return and back into this game, taking that game 3 to the set.
Yes, the set is over, yet Red Sun has finally got a point on the board, and that's going to be taken to our game 4, which is going to be tower control on Sturgeon Shipyard.
Yeah, and this is a situation for Red Sun. You got to keep everything together. Like, if you're all playing on the same page, then if I were Red Sun, please keep it up. Like, you got to keep it going. If you really want to win this set and move on, you got to reverse sweep. And going from like a 2-0 is really tough in that kind of situation. So if you want to keep it going, have everything that you've gotten and show what you got to this match.
Even in the 2 matches they did lose, it was so even. Like, they have a solid chance of taking this back here and getting another match. Tower control is going to be another one of those snowball modes where you really, if you get that momentum going, it's going to be difficult to stop.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because like if you have all that tower to the enemy's territory, which I don't know much of the callouts here on this map, but yes, I see where you're going with. Like, all of these specials that you have online, this is where you have to make at least the aggression of playing as a team. This is where it all happens if you want to play all that aggression. But if the enemy opposing team is able to defend it, then I'm sure that they'll have an answer. But we'll able to see this matchup here because honestly, this is pretty even from we're watching this, Mad. This is a pretty even matchup, but those two games were pretty rough for Red Sun. But at least for Red Sun now, they're at least able to take a game off. So now they need to at least win 2 games if they really want to win the whole series of this set.
Yeah, the key place to be watching out for is on that spinner and that snipe for both the initiating and defending the pushes, especially for that first checkpoint.
Oh yes, absolutely. And it seems though we got a little bit of different comps here from the side of Big Man fans. So as far as that's a T-Tech, honestly, I don't know if I remember if I ever get to see a T-Tech being played in comp, actually, not to mention it.
It is certainly more rarity nowadays, but this Inkjet is still going strong, and I do believe... No, that was a different team who saw the Nautilus with Inkjet, so this is going to be the first time we're seeing Inkjet between these two teams. That's going to be a lot of man down, though, and Red Sun taking the first points on the board, getting to that first checkpoint, and they still have plenty of room to breeze through that.
They're pretty comfortable where they are right now, and even though they have all that snowball early game here, they're still able to take that a little bit of aggression here. Beam here around the tower, trying to at least find a pick, but no, it seems though Big Man fans are able to respond back with just 3-man down. So that's all they could do for now. Look at that, they were so close to getting to that final checkpoint, Mad, and now if I were Red Sun, you gotta find some ways to stop Big Man fans push. I am so sorry, my words are not here today. Anyways, yeah, Red Sun need to keep this game going. They need to win this game if they want to keep the set going and not lose.
And that was an excellent place for Big Man fans to have stopped them from achieving just that, as that final checkpoint is the pretty much the final objective, and it's just going to be rather difficult to stop them from going there. And going to the opposite side, Big Man fans getting through that second checkpoint, and now Red Sun is really going to have to put on the defense if they're going to stop them.
And which they did, just a little bit barely, but Big Man fans were able to take that second last checkpoint. So now, in this situation, you gotta really play it slow. Find the paint and control. Get your specials ready. This is where you have to make at least the push that you really need. If I were Red Sun, try to play it a little smart around. Team play is where you can find it. And I feel like for me, in my perspective, I think Red Sun are really good in team fights, for sure.
Yeah, Red Sun definitely can't afford to give Big Man fans any more space here. With no checkpoints left in here and one of their own, they're going to have to really put on all the pressure. And as they're really moving into the Big Man fans' base here with 1 member remaining, that's going to allow them to get to that second checkpoint.
They gotta pass that second checkpoint. It's all into the favors now. Ray's already been popped up. Adamir trying to... Oh, that's 2 members down on the side of Big Man fans. 3 members down. So this could be the chance. They could knock out this game if they're able to do that right now. No, beam's still on. That is it. We're going to game 5. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not over yet. Red Sun are still able to keep this set alive.
That was an excellent victory by Red Sun right there. Pulling it out right at the end, able to get that KO and bringing the set to a match 5.
Yes, that was so hype, man. I was so hyped for that. Did you see? I want to point out to Adamir. I got to give all that credit to Adamir on that C-Jet because you saw he got that pick with the burst bomb and he had that control on snipe and spinner. He had that range and that ray, and that really made all that aggression for Red Sun to push forward and getting those picks what Red Sun needed, and that's what they did. And this is the situation now. If Red Sun are still able to keep this mental going, I am really, really shocked by all of this performance from both sides. This is an exciting series here, ladies and gentlemen, and I am excited for all of those Splatoon fans watching here in IPL Splatoon. Thank you so much for watching this great set of Top Cut here. I am happy that all of you are here.
For our final match of the set, we are going to Blackbelly Rainmaker, another Rainmaker match. Now, Big Man fans did take the first Rainmaker on Snapper Canal, so we'll have to see if Red Suns has a response to that. It was literally by a point last time, so it could go either way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And from the matchup that we saw from Snapper, their defenses, I believe Red Sun are still having greater defense that they had. But I'm not sure about Blackbelly. Let's see if Red Sun are still able to take this set against Big Man fans. All right, fans, pull into your strings together. If you're Big Man's fans, are they still able to continue this? We will find out until this matchup, Game 5 on Blackbelly Skate Park on Rainmaker. If Red Sun are able to reverse sweep Big Man fans, that is all onto the Red Sun fans out there. Please get your hands up, raise your voices, cheer on your team. Please give it all you got to cheer on these two squads. And now it seems though, so far Big Mans are still getting all this push here. Let's go. Big Man fans are still able to get this push, but I'm not sure. Red Sun is still getting all this momentum. Please, if Red Sun is able to lose this one, that's going to be it for them. Big Man fans are still getting this push. Bad.
Stopped on the pedestal with 3 points remaining, and it's still going. There's so much firefights going on around the Rainmaker right now. It's all or nothing at this point, but Home Edge bring it in for the KO, and that is the end of match 5.
Man, so much was just happening right there. Honestly, I could not speak for myself, but I was so excited for Red Sun. They were able to fight back, but Game 5 was just a complete stomp from Big Man fans, just knocking this game out. Honestly, what a really well played from both sides. I am really, really happy to commentate this matchup with you, Mad.
Indeed, and I think that's just the nature of Rainmaker right there. They are able to open up that space on the left side and then just W key it, for lack of a better word, just take it up that left side, and it was evenly matched up until this point, and so I think both teams played exceptionally well in this matchup.
But just Big Man fans had the answer to just really stomp Red Sun at the end there on Game 5. That was just like out of nowhere, just like Big Man fans just didn't really have the answers on Game 3 and 4, but Game 5, now they're able to pick it up and still hold on and take this set. No reverse sweep by Red Sun. I was at least am a believer. Guys, I am a believer to Red Sun. I am always been their great team, and I'm sure for this result here, they got that experience done. I'm sure of it. And now, well, that is going to be it for me and Mad. So, if you do want to find me, I am trying to keep up my best on commentating for IPL Splatoon. Shoutouts to all the TOs and staffs that work for IPL Splatoon, because they are amazing people. Please, if you aren't not following, and if you're new to IPL Splatoon, please hit that follow button, please. And you will follow for more content for IPL Splatoon. And if you really want to find me as a commentator, you can find me on Twitter or Twitch. Both same usernames, Kuya German, but I preferred being called as like German, pretty much. And yeah, that's where you can find me. Twitch or Twitter is where you can find me. How about you, Mad? How about you?
You can also find me on Twitch and Twitter at IMedGamerII. I try to stream pretty regularly. There's going to be a lot of Splatoon on my channel in the coming weeks as we prepare and get hyped up for Splatoon 3. But yes, that is going to be it for us tonight. We're going to be passing it off, and we just wish all the teams moving on to the next matches and our next set of commentators good luck.
Don't go anywhere. We'll see you all in the next round.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to SOS number 79. I am Popgun, joined by Eli, and we are just tickled to death to be commentating this tournament on a middle of the work week here. Eli, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good. It's a little bit hot where I am, but, you know, it's summer. Can't really get any better or worse than this. How are you this evening?
I'm good. You know, it's hot where you are, but it's about to be hotter in round 2 of the Great White Bracket here. And to cool down, why don't we take a sip from some cherry limeade? Whether you love them or hate them, they are here in semifinals, and they're going to be taking on Tabby Slime, the only team left in this tournament that hasn't taken an L yet. They are 12-0. Cherry Limeade took one loss, I believe, to Reality Breakers, or Big Man Breaks Reality, whatever they're calling themselves these days. But still, Cherry Limeade, the known team, Tabby Slime, the pickup this time around, made up of some players that have been very frequently playing in SOS, including Kara, who has played, I believe, in the past 6 straight SOS tournaments.
That's a pretty long streak, especially for playing in pickups only. It's not every day that you see someone playing a pickup every single week in a tournament. That's a specific kind of dedication, you'd say.
You know what? It's been SOS has seen a huge uptick in teams playing in this tournament ever since almost said Christmas, since summer vacation has rolled its head around. 36 teams signed up for this one, so we're still getting a ton of teams signing up, even though most kiddies have gone back to school at this point. But still, this matchup here, Cherry Limeade, needs no introduction. Known for, I'm pretty sure, just rolling the dice, and just whatever the dice tells them is the comp they go with. Tabby Slime, even though they are a pickup team, all these players extremely experienced, not just Kara, but Banana as well. I think I saw Goss on that roster as well. Not sure if that is the Goss that was playing with FarToWin earlier in the tournament, and in the Nintendo tournament. And there you go, Gluga's X-Splosh, of course, the ideal comp for and the PG Aerospray. There we go.
Ideal and don't replicate this at home, kids. Kind of ideal.
Well, also on the flip side there, yes, we got the C-Jet with the Stingray spam, and we're going to see a Stingray in the next couple of seconds combined with the armor and missiles. Everybody surviving it on the side of Cherry Limeade so far. But also the vanilla Octobrush with Inkjet. You don't see that very often as well. So a little bit of misdirection from both teams here as far as going anti-meta.
We're seeing quite a few unique weapon picks coming out in this tournament tonight. This isn't the first unique pick. We do have a barrier break coming out from the side of Cherry Limeade. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to follow up though. They are getting picked off in mid, but it's still at the end of the day, it's points on the board.
Just kind of a bit of that Aerospray using the Booyah Bomb there as a 1v2 situation. Not really anything you can pull off with that.
Yeah, excellent disengage though.
But since you can just get one right back with that weapon, it doesn't really matter. You can just go ahead.
Yeah.
Already working on the third Booyah Bomb, but right now, map control going over to Tabby Slime.
Yeah, I think map control is definitely the name of the game in Clan Blitz on this map, because if you lose control, it is almost impossible to get back in, just due to the nature of how this map works. And if I was on the side of like Cherry Limeade here, I think that losing control with like several short-range weapons would definitely be a scary situation to be in.
Yeah, you just want to get Shiny into a situation where they can stay safe, but that Stingray's doing a good job not getting the splat on Shiny, but forcing them back so they can't get that X-Splosh up on that ramp. They can't continue to get that map control there. So Tabby Slime able to reestablish control of mid and build up some more specials they could work with here. And a ton of clams on their side as well.
It's really surprising to see actually just how calculated the gameplay is, especially coming from like a dedicated team and a pickup. That was an excellent pickup there. Kara getting a kill on Pika. We see Tabby Slime looking to get a push in here. They have a couple clams on their side. It is insane map control from them right now. It doesn't look like Cherry Limeade's going to be in a position to really kind of answer to this.
Yeah, that Inkjet forcing them all to come out of spawn on the right side, which means Tabby Slime can just kind of hold serve at the basket, but they don't have any other clams to work with. And yeah, that Octobrush Shiny Boy's not going to let them get away with anything right there. Opting to pick up the Mercy Clam immediately. They must be scoring, and they are. So just rushing, they said, you're going to stay at our basket. We're going to run right towards yours. But might get punished for the little bit of over-aggression right there.
Yeah, they confidently jumped in, but they just weren't able to get that Power Glam in a position where they could actually get it into the basket. It was a bold attempt. It almost paid off, but that Octobrush, like, repositioning and immediately applying pressure was not really something they can contest with.
You know, this map is so snowbally that it's so easy to score just a massive amount of points in such a short time. It's just we just see the basket getting popped yet again, this time by Tabby Slime. They get rid of their penalty points. But if they don't find a way to keep this basket going, because there's a lot of stuff going in mid, this is working in the favor of Cherry Limeade, but a few more players, somebody was sharking around the backside, jumping right back in.
That Octobrush jumped out to grab the pity and came back in. I'm 90% sure that's what happened there.
Well, there was somebody still sharking there. We were stuck in that little awkward rotating thing, so we couldn't see.
Yeah, we couldn't see, but someone jumped out on the side of Tabby Slime and came back with the clam.
By the way, somebody named Tabby Slime is on the team Tabby Slime. I have no idea who that is. Is that... Always the joy, just guessing.
That's part of the fun of pickups, is making some insane name and going with it.
And always just guessing who they are. Tabby Slime continues their streak 13-0, giving Cherry Limeade just their second loss of the day. You know, you got to point it out, Tabby Slime being a pickup. Yes, but that's pretty much what we've been seeing for the past couple of years. It's just a bunch of players playing not consistently on teams, but just consistently in pickup scenarios. So even though this isn't a straight-up team, these players are very experienced in these figuring out strategy as you go along thing.
Oh, absolutely. I don't disagree. Just my observation of the pickup was more of, like, I'd say that an organized team typically has better communication. You usually have a decent feel for how your teammates are going to play, but like a well-oiled pickup is going to function just as good as an actual like pre-made team.
Oh, they're very oiled up right now for sure, nice and well.
Yeah, they're definitely continuing this momentum that they've had all evening, just carrying it through. I'm if I was Cherry Limeade, I'd be pretty scared right now. I mean, this team coming in with such a huge win streak, seemingly unstoppable. They've kind of got it all on their side right now.
Yeah,
Nothing
but
to
if you're Cherry Limeade, this is the opportunity you've been kind of waiting for. This is the big win that you've been wanting to get onto your resume, and an opportunity to get that right here, but down 1-0 as we head over to an E-Leader map, which is why Shiny Boy's busting out the E-Leader, and no real serious comp change on the side of Tabby Slime, just missile spam as opposed to ray spam, but the drop roller Octobrush rearing his ugly head yet again. Makes sense. Inkjet very good on this map, which is probably why Krim went with the V-Glugas as well.
That's a good observation. Seeing a lot of okay, I was actually not expecting Tabby Slime to get the pickups there. Tabby Slime bringing out some insane aggression here, already onto Cherry Limeade's base here, applying some insane pressure, making sure they have complete control over the map.
Yeah, and that is the Shiny Boy just forced to kind of back up right now, as there's a lot. Tabby Slime finally able to get a splat on the end zap, and Bubbles coming out as well, so there's something Cherry Limeade can use to work with right here, and they will be able to find a way to cap a zone. Kara still being a little bit of a pest on this right side, jumping out, but has missiles ready to go. But really, it just comes down to Shiny Boy able to stay alive and getting the one pick they needed on the end zap, and all of a sudden Cherry Limeade can capitalize and cap zone off of that one play.
Yeah, and I think that's the mark of a really well-coordinated team, is just knowing your, not even just your win condition, but your push condition. Knowing that getting a kill on this person at this time is what's going to allow us to apply this pressure. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that's always kind of sad to watch. We've all been there.
You know, I think that was them jumping to their beacon just to avoid that Inkjet, but luckily the Inkjet just kind of lasted long enough for them to camp it out, get the splat and recoil. Now Krim's Inkjet flies right into the face of Kara, who's able to take it down and wins the 1v1 against the Neo Machine of Pika, ultimately getting taken out by Lily on the backside. But the zone going back into the favor of Tabby Slime, who holds serve and continues to add to their lead.
I see. We're seeing some Prime Octobrush gameplay. This is what I think the weapon is really known for, is this ledge aggression. Just so annoying. One of the only weapons really capable of applying that kind of upwards pressure standing underneath the ledge, other than like a slosher, or that's all I can actually think of, I'm not gonna lie.
You know, another kind of thing that works into the favor of this player right here is that most players aren't used to fighting an Octobrush consistently. It's mostly just Shiny Boy yet again just being constantly harassed by this Inkjet on that right side. But if you're not used to seeing a weapon that often and you're just used to fighting nothing but quad shooters, it can be you can be caught off guard a little bit by a non-meta weapon.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's something that a lot of Brush players, speaking from experience, definitely know about their weapon, is that you're kind of expecting people not to know how to deal with it. And if you know just the weird niches that you're seeing right here,
they don't have an answer for
describing it. This brush aggression from the Octobrush, allowing Kara to just corner that poor last member of Cherry Limeade. Absolute map control. There's nothing that they can do. There's no way you can come back from this.
They just didn't have an answer for that Octobrush on their fan. They didn't get, once they reclaimed control of zone, they never gained their Cherry Limeade never gained control of their fan back, because that brush just stayed right there, just kept spamming Inkjets over and over again and just arcing shots from over that wall. So
yeah, if they weren't an Inkjet, they were sitting there slapping up against the wall, spraying paint everywhere. Even if you are even if you have the best aim in the world, there's nothing you can do to hit someone pressed up against a wall hiding behind it.
14-0 now, Tabby Slime in this tournament, as they're looking to have a date, I'm assuming against the FT-Win pickup that did take an L earlier they took 2 losses to Healthy Diet Food Groups in round 1. Interesting result right there.
Happens to the best of us. I mean, okay. No one's perfect except for allegedly Tabby Slime tonight.
It's not over yet, though. Cherry Limeade.
No, yeah, they still have a chance.
Still an opportunity here. The game 3 tower control at Manta Maria.
This map might be playing into Tabby Slime's expertise, though. Just thinking about Manta Maria and the way that it's laid out, with their weapon picks so far this night, I think that it might just be in their favor for that Octobrush, for that Inkjet. But,
well, I mean, for 3 of those weapons that Tabby Slime is using, they're going to work on any map at all. But yeah, that Octobrush is the only real unique thing that they got going for them. And yeah, if they can get it set up in the bunker, they flank it around that left side when they're making a push, it can cause a lot of harassment. And that's really what the brush has been doing, is causing a ton of harassment to the anchor player for Cherry Limeade. And when you can't get established as an anchor player, it's just so little that you can do.
It's so hard to get back from that. Absolutely. I think what's also kind of working against Cherry Limeade's favor here is there's kind of 2 options you have. When you have someone who's being just incredibly annoying, incredibly aggressive, you either have to delegate half your team to deal with them, or you just continue pushing the point. And that's sometimes a decision that is incredibly hard to make because you don't know the outcome. Is getting this person off the map going to actually get us to be able to push or not? Because there's still 3 other players they'd have to deal with.
Set point here for Tabby Slime as they look to sweep Cherry Limeade on their way to Grand Finals. As we get another awkwardly longer thing. No comp change on the side of either team. Looks like Stingray instead of missiles from the side of Tabby Slime. But Cherry Limeade doubling down with this Gluga custom E-Leader Neo machine comp they got going here.
Yeah, that's about on par for the course, I'd say, for Cherry Limeade. They have their niche picks, and they're incredibly well versed in them. And really insanely early pickup from the Inkjet coming out on the side of Tabby Slime here, looking to try and get a double. That was 3 specials all at once. They have so much map control coming off of that.
That was 4. They got their specials so quickly and fired all of their specials off in the first 20 seconds. We're used to seeing armor, missiles, and Stingray, but you combine it with that Inkjet as well. That's an aggressive opening from Tabby Slime.
And there's another Stingray. They are just continually hammering the pressure down here on Cherry Limeade. Another Inkjet coming out, immediately getting a direct right off the bat. Towers at checkpoint, looking to get a double, not going to find it. Cram looking to try and clean up and get them out of their base here.
And it looks like they should be able to do that, and they don't. And not getting that splat on that C-Jet means everybody gets to jump right back in. So it looked like a dead push, but now the push is just continuing, and they get a second chance to clear this second checkpoint. Shiny Boy going down again.
Is that missiles or... Huh. Yeah, that kill would have been so integral to allowing Cherry Limeade to kind of reset back up. We're seeing an Inkjet coming out here. Double Inkjet fight. And the victory gets out to the brush again. But he's getting shot down by that Eliter. Shiny trying to rein this guy back in a little bit.
And once again, the C-Jet, the last player left alive. They need to... popping that Stingray. Does that mean more players... Okay, they're off in that bunker. I was about to say, until they take care of that C-Jet, who's already fired off 4 Stingrays, by the way, they can just keep jumping right back in and keep this push going. And it looks like finally things are going to neutralize in mid, but 2 minutes gone down, 2 checkpoints gone as well. Tabby Slime's looking really good right now.
Yeah, if I would be very comfortable with the position I'm in right now. Even if we sit here and play at neutral and just kind of hang back a little bit, and as long as we're setting the pace for the match, I would be more than happy. Another Stingray coming out here. Octobrush is going in for that aggressive push with this Ray. We're going to see a lot of aggression coming out of the special, probably from the side of Tabby Slime. That was a trade going down on the left side. Another trade going out. That's 3 down on the side of Tabby Slime. This is going to be where we're going to probably see a push from Cherry Limeade.
Yeah, and I don't think they realize that Octobrush is right behind them, and it might be a little too late.
The way. There's the Inkjet coming out, immediately putting a cease to the... Oh! That was an amazing shot from Shiny there, of shutting down that Octobrush, continuing the push.
Oh, but Banana coming around that backside, and they're not going to get any...
plans.
Wow, they're not going to get anything out of that push. They had a great opportunity. Can they still find a way to clear this checkpoint?
They're hanging
looks
on,
like no.
hanging on, fighting tooth and nail to try and get this push to go. But it looks like that Octobrush is back, and it looks like it might be dead. That's another Ray coming out. Shiny jumping out, barely making it out of that Ray.
I cannot believe they got absolutely nothing out of that push just because they didn't clear that checkpoint. And they had the man advantage. They were able to take care of the person flanking behind them without losing anybody, but I guess that was just enough distraction for Banana to come around that backside and attack the tower. So a minute 30 gone by or left in the game, and they still haven't cleared the first checkpoint.
Yeah, this is a really scary situation to be in. I think that was like just a perfect example of what I was talking about early in the game. Is you either delegate all your energy to dealing with that flanker, that one annoyance, or you deal with your push. And they made a decision to take out the flanker, but they got no points out of it. Seeing even more stingrays coming out here from the side of Tabby Slime as they try to get some more points on the board, pushing in fairly far actually, considering that it's all players are up on the map right now.
Less than a minute to go now. One more player getting taken down on Cherry Slime. They make that 2 as Tabby Slime's approaching the third and final checkpoint.
That's a wipe.
Who is this? I don't even know who this player is. That's just moving all over with these ink jets. And Tabby Slime's winning 3-0. They are still undefeated in this tournament. Cherry Limeade's going to be moving on to the third place match. Who is that?
I wish I knew. They have been.
Does anyone know? Like, who is that?
They've been putting out some just absolutely insane brush gameplay. I would love to know.
I'm looking at their roster.
Those eight stingrays, by the way. What an insane number.
Yeah, I'm just genuinely confused who that was. Because they were very impressive. And no, somebody was asking in chat if that was a JP pickup. No, it's not.
No, that's yeah.
But I don't know where all those players are from, but I'm like 99% sure Banana is not from Japan. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that from what I know of that player. But yeah, that's okay, so Tabby Slime 3-6-9.
This is guaranteeing them a place in
0.
finals or quarters. I'm bad at keeping track. I'm not gonna lie.
They're moving on to grands, and they're likely
this is grands. All right, they're moving on to grands.
Likely going to play FarToWin, who's up 2-0 over Big Man Fans. So that one should be wrapping up momentarily, we believe. In the meantime, is there some ad reads we got to run off here?
You think the producers tell me what I'm supposed to do? They just tell me to go out on stage and dance.
That's the thing, is that I found if you don't listen to Kraken, things usually go a little bit better than when you actually pay attention to what they have to say.
That's usually what happens in my experience also. But I chalked it up to just brushman on brushman violence. I didn't realize this was a universal experience.
You know what? If you want to see some brush on brush violence, you are likely to see that in Low Ink, which is going to be taking place this weekend. If you are eligible for Low Ink, you should sign up for it. This is the last Low Ink of Splatoon 2. And we're going to, whole new game coming around the corner. One more champion. If you don't know if you're eligible to sign up for Low Ink or not, don't go to Help Desk and ask us, because the answer is we don't know. Sign up. When you sign up, we gain access. You get put into our bot thing, and it makes it a lot easier for us to dig into your information that way. So don't go to Help Desk and ask if you're eligible. We don't know. Sign up for the tournament anyways. Make sure you do that.
If you want to make it an extra step harder for them, you should ping them on Twitter, actually.
Oh, yeah. Make sure to ping us in Help Desk, because we absolutely don't pay attention to that channel for sure. JPEG literally doesn't have it posted on notified for his phone. I think you might have it on a banner, or push notifications.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I wouldn't blame him for not wanting to see it.
Oh, SOS. Hey, if you like this tournament, if you'd like to be a part of it, we're always looking for staff here at SOS. If you're interested in helping us out, I believe you can just type in, what's the command? ! Help us? Is that what it is in the chat? Or if not, you can just type in you can just click the link that is in chat right now, send in an application. That's for all things. You want to be a streamer, a seeder, a tournament organizer.
You can come commentate with us.
Yeah, if you think,
join us.
If you're one of those people that just goes on Twitter and is just like, oh, these commentators suck, I'd do a better job than them. Okay, sign up and prove us wrong.
Square up. Put your money where your mouth is.
Here's the mic.
On stream.
Here's the mic, bro. You can have it. We're more than happy to give it a shot.
And if you don't know what you want to do, I'm pretty sure Kraken can find a job for you if you ask.
Huh. Is that it? We talked about, there's Riptide coming up. That's registration for Riptide, I believe, is still open.
It's 2 days?
So the 31st.
It's 2 weeks.
So you still got a couple of weeks to sign up for that. That is a Splatoon 2 event, but also day 1 on Friday is a Splatoon 3 event. That's right. If you're planning on getting a copy of the game day 1 and you're going to be in Ohio, don't grind out C rank or I guess S plus rank if you played Splatoon 2 and you get that automatic bump from having the save data. Come to Sandusky, Ohio, play in a tournament live in front of everybody. There's going to be a lot of people watching that tournament on day 1 on Friday because they're just going to be looking at Twitch and Splatoon 3 and they're going to be so confused when they see a tournament. That could be you that they're watching though. So come sign up for that.
You can make history by joining this tournament. You'll be in one of the first Splatoon 3 tournaments. I don't think the very first, but one of the first Splatoon 3 tournaments. Oh, it is. Okay, no, it is the first. It's got to be the first. It's 12 hours after release.
Well, isn't
go make history.
Isn't the Nintendo one? Are they playing Splatoon 3 in that, or is it still Splatoon 2? There's the PAX West thing. That is Splatoon 3, but it'll be the first exciting.
Yeah, it'll be the cooler tournament.
Speaking of which, one of the teams playing in that PAX tournament, not FarToWin. Actually, I forget what they call themselves. It was Titan something. But these players that you're about to see, a couple of them, Keo and Biscuit, will be playing in that PAX West on separate teams. They're playing on FarToWin now.
Those are some names I actually recognize. Now we're talking. Those are players that have been here for a while now.
Yes. And this hasn't been an easy run for them. They're obviously the number 1 seed, but they took a tough couple losses to Healthy Diet food groups in the group stage. Even though 2 teams dropped in their group, they did play Raiju, and they lost the game to them as well. So not the dominant run that we're kind of used to seeing from these players in particular in this tournament. Also, April. Is it the April from Farto? I think it is. In Aporon.
You can tell me anything about these players, and I will believe you 100%.
Okay, this is the April from Farto. Used to do Hydra, but I believe does InZap nowadays. So, so it's a little bit of a mix of some like high +1 players mixed in with some +2, +3 skill level players as well. So
yeah,
maybe on paper this will be a little bit even.
Someone in chat was mentioning that they believe the brush player is Isabella.
Okay.
But I cannot confirm or deny this. I'm just repeating what I was reading. So.
I never believe. Yeah.
I don't trust chat on the best of days. No, nothing personal.
Okay,
chat.
well,
I love
no.
you all dearly.
Who was? Let me look for that. Okay, the person who just said I believe. So that is. Until I see a Tetris, I'm not willing to believe it. But there you go. This is going to be your grand finals. FarToWin taking on Tabby Slime. This is going to be a best of 7. No bracket reset or anything like that. We're just going to play first one to win 4, and then the rest of us can go to bed and get ready for tomorrow for work or school or whatever.
I forgot it's bedtime for some of you. I'm over on the better coast where it's only 8 p.m. and I still have a couple hours left to do things.
I was my wife and I went out to dinner with my mom tonight, and my mom knows that I do Splatoon stuff for whatever reason, and she was just asking me when I commentate next, and I said in a couple hours from now. But she's not going to be watching it because she's probably dead asleep right now as well. So
I don't blame her. I was playing earlier, and my own mom was surprised to see it again, and I'm like, I haven't stopped. Well, I did stop playing for a bit, but it's still around. Don't worry. You can't get rid of Splatoon.
Yeah. Okay, so I should stop paying attention to the chat.
Yeah. What map are we starting out today?
Well, right now we're waiting on one more player to join who just joined. It was the player whose identity still remains a mystery.
They're a brush main. That's all you need. They play Octobrush. That's all you need to know. It's the reputation they have currently.
Oh my gosh, Game 1 is Splat Zone's Humpback Pump Track.
So how many missiles are we seeing? How many missiles on each team? Do you think we're going to get a 3-missile team comp like we had a couple weeks ago?
You know what? Like a year and a half ago, FTWin would use double arrow spray here, like double PG arrow spray, and they would just booyah bomb the snot out of the zone, which was a really good strategy.
Oh, but, absolutely.
Yeah, I think everybody.
That is also the most like NA gameplay thing I think you've said all night. That is like the epitome of how NA plays this game.
Well, that's how you win. Missile spam. Booyah spam, but no, yes, I think you don't see this map too often, but when you do, it is usually pretty atrocious.
It's
to say the least. But yeah, we'll see that V-Jet come back out. We'll see the K-Shot come back out. But again, the X factor is just going to be the brush that we're going to see on the side of Tabby Slime.
I'm gonna put one out. I'm gonna say we're gonna see it again. I 100% believe we're gonna be seeing the Octobrush with the Inkjet back in this match. I firmly, with like the 100% gut feeling that we're going to see it again.
And if you people in chat have a 100% gut feeling on who you think is going to win, make your prediction right now. Don't hold on to those channel points. You're not going to get to that 7,777,000 thing. You got to gamble some points to do it right now.
If you gamble, you could win even more points to get to the goal.
You could, yeah. Somebody's got to win. It might as well be
Did you know that the statistics say that 75% of people who stop gambling are just one roll away from winning?
Oh, boy.
All right. Well, I think we saw the Octobrush.
Hey,
I looked away for a split second here.
There's a Booyah Bomb from a remix. Ooh. And double missile coming up from the side of FarToWin.
It's not the jet. They've got Stamp. Interesting. I would not consider Stamp on this map. Immediately we see missiles coming out right off the bat here.
Oh yeah, you're just gonna see that.
Oh yeah, there's not gonna be a point in time where we are not gonna be seeing missiles on the map. It's just 24/7.
Banhammer going off across mid, getting thrown, not doing any damage. You know, maybe this felt like Inkjet wasn't really the play right here. Maybe because they knew there was gonna be so much stuff flying across the sky anyways. But as long as you're still using the range and the sharkiness of the Octobrush and just kind of start ledge camping right there, you're going to be just fine.
Yeah, and Octobrush is definitely, I'd say, the superior brush pick on Humpback specifically, because you'll notice that Inkbrush specifically suffers when there's an incline of any kind, because they actually can't paint up the incline very well. But the Octobrush can. The Octobrush, in fact, excels at being able to paint up inclines. We see the hammer coming out here. Actually opting to run across mid with it, chasing down some poor player on FarToWin. I almost said the incorrect name. Picking up a double kill after the hammer.
Yeah,
I have a situation.
I was genuinely surprised they lasted this long. They still haven't been splatted. Finally getting taken down.
There we go.
Tabby Line able to get control of zone in the process as Biscuit dodges some more missiles. Yeah,
a fun new way to stay hydrated in this hot summer is every time one of us says missiles, you should take a drink of water. Because you'll get hydrated immediately.
Zone able to go into the favor of Tabby, or FarToWin as Biscuit's able to get a pick on the Octo Shot. Now map control and penalty points working completely into the favor of FarToWin as they're starting to push up along that right side right there.
Yeah, see, I think in terms of team comp, I do believe that holding the point is going to be a lot easier for FarToWin's weapons here, especially because of the range that they're going to be getting out of their backline and the pressure that Splatling's going to be able to push on. But we are seeing some specials coming out from Tabby Slime here. They're looking to try and get in the zone. They've neutralized it. Can't quite get the paint across. Haven't found any picks yet. They do manage to flip it. There's a Booyah Bomb coming out, though.
Yeah, and like I was saying, Booyah Bomb is just like naturally perfectly designed for the way the zone is. The zone just kind of dips in the middle and then bows out, which is exactly how like the painting structure of a Booyah Bomb works. So you throw it in mid, it automatically pauses the zone, but it's not enough to get control right now as they're starting to wait for their players to respawn.
Yeah, Booyah Bomb isn't, correct me if I'm wrong, Booyah Bomb isn't enough to fully flip zone on this map. No. You need just a little bit more paint. Yeah.
It's enough to at least stall it, though, as we've seen 5 Booyah Bombs already coming out from that remix. And by the way, both Anchor players combined, though the remix finally just got their 3rd splat, but both Anchor players on this game combined for only 3 splats so far.
That's honestly the mark of a pretty strong anchor. Not dying is such an important part of that.
Well,
role.
I mean, no, that they're splats that they're getting. They're just kind of focused on the special is what I was kind of getting at there.
I've misunderstood. That's my bad. Correct also, though, that they've been focusing on the specials.
Once again,
it's always interesting to kind of watch how matches fold out now on Humpback due to like the missile meta being so strong. Having a hammer coming out here, looking to try and get some kills, chasing down this remix is going to get shot down. Not able to find anything.
yeah, hammer's really difficult to fight against the Splatling because the Splatling doesn't have to land all their shots, but they're firing so many that they're likely to mow you down before they even get to them. But we can understand the strategy that this Octobrush player is going with. I will be the distraction. I'm the only real difference here, so I'm just going to kind of rush at them and let the rest of my teammates come into the zone. That time it just didn't work out to where they couldn't get any splats, though.
Getting no splats isn't necessarily a problem, but it is having you do need follow-up from your team, whether it be them getting kills or them popping specials, and it didn't really look like they were in the position to kind of follow up on that. We are seeing again more aggression coming out from FarToWin as they continue to hold the point here, slowly taking away that penalty.
And about 30 seconds left to go. Yeah, Tabby Slimes, this is not a great situation to be in because, yeah, you only got 18 penalty points if you find the way to flip the zone into your favor. But again, since you can just fire all the... Yeah, now you don't got the man advantage. Yeah. You've lost your missile player. And another Booyah Bomb is ready to go. If I'm that remix, I'm just kind of cooking that Booyah Bomb instead they're going to throw it right now and try to... Oh, actually, they kind of do need to make sure they don't lose lead at this point. Able to get a splat of a player in zone as Kios is working around that left side. If they don't cap the zone before it goes back to 0, I think it's just going to end because of a stall out, but instead, FarToWin is able to cap the zone completely anyways, and they take game 1, handing Tabby Slime their first L of the tournament.
Now the real question is is this going to pump the brakes enough on Tabby Slime's just constant streak here? Because if you're a team that has won that much in a row, one loss might just be all it takes to lose your momentum. Well, it really becomes a mental game at this point to be able to keep it together.
14 missiles and you 20 missiles combined is still not my goodness. You know what?
We should print off that as a screenshot and mail it to Splatoon headquarters.
15,
and ask them to spot the problem with the image.
15 wins in a row, yes, taking their first loss, but they haven't played anybody of the caliber of FarToWin up to this point.
Correct.
Let's just be honest. And actually, it's 12-0, I guess, going into that. But now, you go back to a more traditional map in Tower Control Art Academy. Not that you're not going to see missile spam or special spam in general,
we're going to be seeing this. We're going to see missile spam until this game is done. At this point,
you're going to see a little bit more. It's at least more traditional maps for both teams. Mm-hmm. So I think, not to say that last game was a curb stomp at all. It was still a very. It was a really
tight match, I think, on both parts there. A lot of calculated gameplay, a lot of calculated decisions. There really wasn't any point where it looked like it was someone's game. It could have been anyone's game right up until the clock hit 0 there.
FarToWin, trying to go up 2-0 right here. So yeah, the mystery player here, a Perun, no idea who that is as well, but obviously some sort of friend of Biscuit and Keo, I would assume. They were bringing them into this tournament here.
Be a pretty good bet here.
So a lot of, as per the usual, always a bit of a mystery as to who is actually playing when people keep changing their names and whatnot.
That's the fun part. What is this? What's a Splatoon tournament without us having to guess who's actually playing?
Yeah, fun. Fun times.
Yeah, absolutely. I love putting in detective work between matches, scrolling through Twitter, desperately looking for clips.
As we get later into the night here. Tower Control Art Academy, game 2 of this best of 7. Tabby Slime trying to bounce back from their first L of the night and try to tie this set up at 1 apiece. As we see no real changes as that Stingray coming out as opposed to the V-Jet and the Vanilla Octobrush coming back out as well. But Biscuit opted to go with the K-Gal.
One thing that I think that has changed drastically since I've stopped playing is Last Ditch Effort has come back. It was something that wasn't really that meta when I left off, and it's something that I've been seeing a lot more. I'm glad to have it. I love variety in this game.
You know what? It's interesting because it probably always should have been meta at the start. I'm sure it's gone over some like patch changes, but it's just like after a while, people just start to realize, oh, being able to just get all these perks near the end of the game or when we get a huge lead is actually really good.
It's so pivotal. Yeah. I feel like that's something that like the community for this game kind of struggled with like during its lifespan is there wasn't a lot of experimentation in the middle of its lifespan. So we didn't kind of get to experience some of the niche gameplay that we're kind of seeing now that it's like later in its life.
Yeah, the niche gameplay of 14 missiles coming out the last game.
Ignoring missiles. We're looking away from those.
First checkpoint falls into the favor of FarToWin as April hops off so they can build up an armor that they can use to survive this inkjet. A Purun throwing the Booyah Bomb right here, able to stay alive a little bit on the remix. I love the remix personally. I wish I used it a little bit more, but it's still a great weapon in its own right if you know how to use it and maximize the range that it has, and the extra mobility that it has over other traditional anchor weapons as well. But now Tabby Slime trying to tie up this game by knocking out the first checkpoint themselves. It looks like they're in a good position to do just that. And if you didn't die on the tower to a suction bomb,
oh. Relatable, but always sad to see. This is FarToWin's going to be looking to turn this around, probably get some points on the board from themselves as we see Kyo with some aggressive but fairly normal slosher gameplay.
And now, since that first checkpoint has fallen, FarToWin able to kind of keep pushing up right there. But the other two players staying back in mid, just building up armor as Biscuit goes down. And now April hopping on the tower, but there's not really much else that they can do with it. Interesting, they were trying to push the tower, but there were still too many players back in mid just trying to farm specials, so a little bit of a desync push right there. And that's what's going to allow Tabby Slime to get control of mid.
I thought for a second we were going to see another suction bomb on tower death there with April, but they had armor, so they were fine. Tabby Slime looking to try and get control around this checkpoint. They've got... It's 3v3. Number advantage does not exist right now, so they're trying to keep up the aggression.
Yeah, and about 3 minutes gone by. Not a lot of damage has been done on the scoreboard up to this point.
No, this is a really, really neutral game.
Well, I think the main issue is that, or not issue, but the main thing here is that neither team has gotten completely wiped. Like, a few players have been going down.
There's picks and trades, but there hasn't been, like, a double, per se, where, oh, there's two people down, we can immediately push. Or people have gone down, but it's been in situations where they're spread out and they can't really capitalize on it.
In this situation right here, where FarToWin's able to get control of the tower and gets pushed up a little bit, but all four players for Tabby Slime were alive, so there wasn't really anything they could do, and one more player just gets taken down, so now Tabby Slime gets their second opportunity. Again, they haven't even passed the first checkpoint yet. They had a great opportunity to do so, but a suction bomb took care of the tower player, and that just shut down everything. Kyo in a fight with a couple of players along the left side, and Kara able to get the splat right there. So now Tabby Slime, but nobody's on the tower, even though they got the man advantage right now. This is their opportunity to get back in this one.
Yeah, they have the man advantage. It looks like they're trying to get just a bit more control of that plat, because if they don't have control over that spot line's just going to set up, and they're not going to be able to make it past the checkpoint anyways.
Oh, that was a little bit of a... They could have kept right in the tower, but they assumed the Booyah Bomb was going to be coming up top. Instead, the Booyah comes from behind. They probably could have got lead right there if they stayed on tower, but the Booyah scared them off of it.
So it's always a hard decision to make, honestly. Seeing a Pudin, I don't know how to say this correctly. A Pudin, the splat line, getting a couple picks here, as FarToWin is looking to get control over mid again.
And Tabby Slime doesn't have to do too much. Again, they got the man advantage right here, but that Booyah Bomb is all they really need, and they got the Booyah Bomb from the remix ready to go. Stingray coming out right there, trying to take care. Oh, but that Booyah Bomb comes out pretty early, but they're able to get the splat on the C-Jet. Missiles chasing April back a little bit. Now there's only two players left alive, and this brush can't do anything right there. That is going to be game 2 into the favor of FarToWin, but Tabby Slime had their moment there.
It's such a hard decision to make when you're riding that tower. Just even the threat of knowing that the enemy team has Booyah is almost enough to make you want to bail out on tower if you're not sure of where it's coming out. So like I don't blame them, but it's easy for us to be able to say, oh, they should have just stayed on longer. That would have been lead for them. But you know, sometimes it's hard to tell in the heat of the moment. If I stay here, I'm going to be able to put us in the lead versus trying to survive. Yeah,
it's definitely hard to tell in the heat of the moment, but you don't know how many more opportunities you're going to get,
especially with how far into the game they were at that point. We were 3 minutes into the game, not a lot of time left.
And to be fair, I couldn't really see what was up ahead. They might have saw somebody up on the plat and decided, let's get somebody else up top there. But so
we
close.
We did get spectator cammed a couple times there.
But this kind of show that was a very neutral game the entire time.
These are some very, very clean matches in our grands tonight.
But
very clean, very calculated.
FarToWin with the 2 wins. They're making the little plays here and there that's enough to get them up 2-0 as they're trying to go up 3-0. Game 3 being Rainmaker Starfish main stage. Okay, we can predict the comp 100% for Tabby
100%.
Slime here. You ready for this?
Yep, all right.
C-Jet, Inzap, K-Shot, Vanilla Octobrush.
Okay.
Boom. We're good to go.
All right. We'll see. I wasn't correct earlier. I got juked by the brush. So let's see if you can get it.
Keo seems to be rocking with the V slosher. I wonder.
Yeah.
Sometimes Keo would tweet out things like, "I'm just going to use this weapon today," or "I'm going to use like."
He's operating on vibes alone sometimes.
So it might just be a V slosher kind of night, and it's not broke. Don't fix it, but. Combined with April and that Inzap, a Purim on the remix, and then Biscuit with whatever they want to destroy people with, like that given game. It seems things have kind of neutraled out as far as the weapon selection that goes. But
I want to know before this match starts, Popkin, do you have any particular feelings towards this map mode? Because I feel like people are pretty decisive on Rainmaker Starfish.
No, I don't.
You don't? Are you sure?
Yes,
are you sure?
I'm 100% sure.
Okay.
That is not a remix. That is a 52 deco. Is that tournament legal? Nobody ever picks that thing.
I mean, they snuck it past regulation somehow.
There it goes.
Immediately the rain coming out from the side of FarToWin.
Who needs a C-Jet when you just have a 52 deco? Curling bomb, the better killing power. It's obviously the weapon we've been sleeping on this whole time.
True. Hey, don't knock it till you try it. Yo, getting in a skirmish with the brush here in the corner. Actually, he got killed by the ray. I didn't even realize the ray is what got him.
It's kind of a combination right there. But now, Tabby Slime just going in. Yeah, you need to back up a little bit there. I think they saw a window where they could try to get a splat. But I want that C-Jet alive to shut down this push. Get another Stingray
They were looking at that tasty morsel of the Rainmaker, and they weren't able to get it. Here's the Stingray coming out, trying to find the Rainmaker, put a stop to this push. Not quite getting up.
There you go.
Okay, there we go. Found the mark.
That's what I want for my C-Jet. Go back, get you another Stingray and shut this down.
But don't overstay. Get out of there. Pop that ray. Get this push done with. Let us get back in the game.
And allow my Octobrush to push up, get a couple of splats, stay alive, draw some attention. Gets taken care of by the 52 deco.
That's a really bad situation to be in on a brush because now that's 3 down.
Oh, that's a wipe.
That's a wipe on the side of. The spec cam swapped and I immediately forgot who I was talking about. It was a wipe that we saw on the side of Tabby Slime. This is looking to be a really good push setup here. Aparun coming out with the Stingray. Oh! What did they get caught? A suction bomb. Again with the suction bomb.
If FarToWin can find a way to get up that ramp. Oh, Banana just going in and grabbing that one.
Ooh.
Ultimately gets punished for that. Keo working around this ramp area right now.
Reset,
and Karam not able to fully get all the way up that ramp, but still 17 remaining, and they pop the Rainmaker. They're going to get more off of it right here. No,
we're having a ramp choke moment.
But we're going to
sit here. We're going to sit here for a little bit. Don't worry.
There
we go. This should be it. Okay, there we. No, not yet.
So 1 point remaining. Man advantage finally flipping back into the favor of the defending team. So this looks like the Rainmaker will just kind of reset naturally on its own.
This is risky, but I think they've got most of FarToWin out of their base. I think this is a.
There's still more than half the game to go, but obviously FarToWin in a pretty comfortable position right now. And now you just let your 52 deco build up Stingrays and just coast to a win, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Seeing some aggression there coming up from FarToWin's frontliners here. Harassing poor Banana. Banana gets the pick, looking to try and get a double. Gets splat bombed. Or not splat bombed, sorry, suction bombed. Wrong type. Lots of skirmishing happening over here on this side of the map. Just back-to-back 1v1v1. Brush coming in, helping with making it a 2v1. As Tabby Slime looking to try and get a push out here as players are jumping back in.
Yeah.
Missiles coming out, knowing where the players are.
Tabby Slime wants to find a way to win this one. They can't be getting trades anymore, though. They gotta
they have to push, and they have to push hard.
Well, they don't have to, okay, so they don't have to take it all, like Banana doesn't have to dunk it on this one push.
They don't have to dunk it right now.
You gotta do exactly what FarToWin did. You gotta take it to the pit, die with it there, pop it again, flat some before players. You need to do a little bit of a drawn out push, and you need to use this whole minute and 30 seconds left to do it. But when two players get taken care of by a curling bomb of all things, in the cleanup right there, we've been sleeping on this weapon, obviously.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see, if you got into rank tonight, you're gonna see an uptick of the, that's the Deco?
That is the 52 Deco.
See, I don't even know what it is. That's how niche this is. That's how much we're sleeping on is, I don't even know what weapon that is.
Terra forced to back out as map control in the favor of FarToWin. So what do you do with the Rainmaker here? You don't gain anything unless you dunk it. And you're going to explode at some point, but you can milk a lot.
I think they're just using it to apply pressure right here.
Yeah, you
There's
can
a lot
take
of chokes on this map.
And honestly, there is like one cheesy spot you can take it. Like you can take it to the enemy lights area there, like to the left of where we're viewing right up there.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird to get up there, but it is a
really weird spot to get to, but it's pretty easy to find. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've had it done to me before, and it's infuriating.
It's like when Art Academy was tournament legal, and if you had a huge lead, you could just take it to like your little right tree area.
Out there.
Yeah.
Set up a little picnic, enjoy the weather. Not much they can do, I don't think, with 10 seconds on the clock. There's a lot of points to be made up for. Missiles here coming out.
Well, okay, so step one is you got to counter Stingray that's coming out here, so your C-Jet needs to be firing, but the C-Jet might have been the one picking up the Rainmaker, I don't know.
Yeah.
And Apurum with the 52 Deco gets game 3 into the win of FarToWin off of a pretty impressive performance with that weapon, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Woo! Alright, so again, Tabby Slime was 12-0 coming into this one, but this is a different animal.
They've got 4 games. If they play their cards right, they can still come out a victor in this grand finals here today.
Oh, they need to get dealt some really good cards as well.
Yeah, they're going to need a really good hand.
You know what? You know what? One game at a time. That's all it really takes. You don't have to win all 4 games right now. You just got to win one and extend the set a little bit longer. And we're going to see what is coming up here with Clam Blitz. The first time we've seen this one today in this set.
Yeah, Clam Blitz on Snapper is going to be really interesting for sure, because I think this is probably going to be the map where we're going to see the Brush really excel due to the split kind of nature of it. You have these kind of two paths you can choose, and I think that Brushes really excel at picking a 2v2 or even a 2v1 just because of how oppressive the weapon is. I think this is a pretty good map to kind of set up those picks on, but it's going to rely a lot on them being able to get into position to kind of do that.
Yeah, and so far we've seen that Brush player kind of just go head on at FarToWin, just kind of go right at them, draw some attention, but I think the problem is they're drawing too much attention. Every time we kind of get a visual of them, they're in a 2v1 fight of some sort, and it doesn't seem like the rest of the players for Tabby Slime can capitalize off of that skirmishing that the Brush is able to do right there.
Yeah, and I think that's something you're definitely going to see against a really well-polished team like FarToWin here, where the Brush's ability to be so oppressive and so, I guess, almost surprising against, people who aren't experienced of playing against it, whereas they're kind of going to lose that edge here against more experienced, experience is the word I'm looking for, players.
Tournament point here for FarToWin, looking to end this one with a 4-0 win in Grand Finals. Tabby Slime opting to go with the 52 gal, and that is a vanilla heavy. Sure, why not?
Yeah, vanilla heavy.
Biscuit with the
Ink Fresh Nouveau. After my own heart out there. Love it. Love Nouveau. Best weapon in the game. I'm not gonna take any arguments on it.
Yeah, I question whether this is, if this set was like 2-1 right now. Would they be using this comp? But this seems more like a let's go out and have fun on this game 4 right now.
Yeah, they're still good. Regardless, they are still good picks for the map, I'd say.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think that while they might be having fun, this might be nasty coming in here. Brush flank coming in.
Biscuit with the Ink Brush Nouveau, holding on to this baller. Honestly, the best baller in the game because it is a lightweight, so it moves faster than the other ones. Gets taken down, though. That jump coming in, they're able to pop the basket, but they're not going to get anything out of it. So
it was such a clean setup, but it didn't really look like they had enough either, just both clams and kind of positioning to be able to capitalize off it there on the side of FarToWin.
Well, it looked like Biscuit drew in some attention. It looked like they were trying to get a couple of splats and had baller ready to go, just couldn't get any picks.
Yeah.
But still, map control wasn't totally sacrificed. Unless it was, Tabby Slime starting to push up pretty aggressively right now. And now it's just a Stingray being the last one left alive, able to get a pick on Banana, but the floodgates are open. And Tabby Slime's getting a pretty decent lead right now.
I don't want to say they're getting comfortable on their haunches for those past few games, but it definitely seems like Tabby Slime is bringing them the wake-up call with this push.
Yeah, but...
They cleaned it up pretty well.
That was mostly just, okay, your push didn't get anything accomplished that allowed us to get map control, and now we're just going to steamroll you a little bit. But now FarToWin's reestablished themselves to some extent, and they're starting to regain some map as well as Tabby Slime, playing for Tabby Slime, is forced to jump back. And now this map is looking very green, and a lot of clams getting soaked up by FarToWin.
Yeah, they've got quite a strong hold on the clam economy right now. Looking to try and get some picks here. Kyo's looking to both get control and get some picks here. Looking to try and find a way to get this push. He's going to take the power. Is this going to be... He's just going to walk up. He's just going to walk up and get it in.
Well, combined with the armor as well. And now here comes the brush player on the backside, but it's not enough to stop the lead. And Kyo's going to keep the fight going. They don't have more clams. Ultimately gets taken down, and the V Heavy gets taken down as well, just being a little bit of a nuisance at the bottom side. But FarToWin had enough clams that time around to do a decent push, and it's enough to get them a lead.
Yeah, this match is this is a lot more fast-paced than what we've seen throughout the night. And I think that's just the nature of clams on this map, is you can get those really hard pushes just with how kind of condensed everything is.
And another biscuit flank. Oh, that one they did get the throw off, and now they got wiped on top of it. And so now they got the Mercy Clam to work with, and they got free range to the basket. And look at all the clams that are already at the basket as well. Will this be enough to get lead? Penalty points at 15, and you see Tabby Slime coming around the bunker area, gets the pick on Biscuit as well. This surely is going to be the lead. It might even be the KO on top of that.
I think this is game. Yeah. Tabby Slime... letting it be known that they are still here, they're still kicking.
The worst thing that FarToWin did was send Biscuit to flank, because it seemed like every time they did, it just blew up in their face.
Yeah.
Remarkably, like Biscuit landed perfectly in their flank every single time. He had some really
good flanks, but there's just, I think that's the real gamble with playing Brush in your team comp, is you have to know how to follow up on it. You have to know what that brush is doing and know how to deal with it on your own team.
Well, there you go. And again, I'm willing to go out on the limb and assume that is not the comp that they were.
Are we putting the brush away on the side of FarToWin?
Well, it might not. Honestly,
Biscuit, bring it back. The new move's on this map. Bring it back. Let's see it.
You got 3 more games to roll with here.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing.
Little Nouveau is a treat.
There's no prize money here. You got people watching. People want to be entertained on Wednesday night. Come on, Ron.
Oh yeah.
Let's see it again.
Yeah, bring out come on, Biscuit. Show us the brush.
It's not time to hit the panic button just yet.
Yeah, no. You've got 3 more maps. Yeah. Let's see it. Bring out some more weapons that we haven't seen in a while.
Splat zones at Wahoo.
Let's see some Squiffer gameplay.
Squiffer, yeah, well. Who knows? As we just wait on, actually, Biscuit's the only player who hasn't readied up at this point, so there might be a weapon crisis going on for a while.
He's thinking about it. Come on, Biscuit, bring something out. Bring something weird out. You know you want to. Do it for us. So
on the flip side, if you are the team that was down 3-0, again, you just got to take it one at a time. You won that one. Does that give you a little bit of confidence? It gives you a little bit of a momentum boost here. Now, no wins have been taken out of FarToWins. No wind has been taken out of their sails as they're opting to go with the Rapid Blaster Deco. That's really good pick on this map, actually.
Yeah.
Especially that armor version of there. But they're keeping the same comp, basically, the Mini and the Stingray Heavy. Rearing its ugly head yet again, and Biscuit showing why that weapon works out really well here. You can do a lot of poking from some safe angles here with that thing.
There's a lot of safety on this weapon.
More players coming around the just waiting. Yeah, I was going to say, we're just kind of waiting for somebody to happen, and then all of a sudden there's a wall right there, and it's a little bit too little too late as overextend there, getting punished by the V Heavy.
Got some armor coming out. I'm gonna see some not a lot of aggression coming out on FarToWin side. They're just staying back in the zone, keeping control.
And not a lot of splats either. The K-Gal's the only one getting a splat on for the side of Tabby Slime. And that has been the adjustment they have made, too, by the way. They've been using, that player in particular has been using V-Jet and C-Jet this entire time, opting to switch with a little bit more aggression, go anchorless, and go with the K-Gal. When all else fails, go K-Gal, obviously. But so far has been the only player to accomplish a splat so far for Tabby Slime, and they might not get too many more opportunities to get a second one as the tournament is starting to slip away right here.
Yeah, they not a lot of specials on the board on the side of Tabby Slime. This is gonna quickly turn into a desperation push. They don't have a lot of time on the clock. They just gotta flip that zone just once to buy themselves some more time here. Brush desperately painting is gonna get picked up by Apron here. Apron looking to try and get the double. 3 people down on the side of Tabby Slime. This is looking like it's the match.
Yeah, obviously they just got a little bit rushed right there. They had the specials, but they didn't fire them off together. And when the missiles get fired off, they weren't attached to the Stingray, so the Stingray could just keep firing unhinged. And there you go, FarToWin, able to bounce back from that game.
Reminding us who they are and where they stand.
And they take the tournament 4-1 in grands. There you go.
Yeah,
that's the end of SOS 79. How about that?
Some very, very excellent matches here to see in grand finals. Some very slow paced, but still really, really good gameplay coming out from both sides.
And you know what? This is still a good result for Tabby Slime. The problem
if I was Tabby, I'd be completely happy with the results tonight. Having so many victories, coming to be able to play against, just being able to play against and like, just get that kind of practice and experience of playing against like these high level players is, I think, victory in and of itself almost.
Yeah, as I was just about to say, normally in an SOS tournament, the skill level that we saw out of Tabby Slime tonight would be enough to win. They just never really it's not often that you come across a team of this caliber in grand finals
coming knocking in on this
tournament. Yeah,
coming knocking in a little weekday tournament here.
It's usually like the +3, the lower end of +2 level teams that come out for this. But still, you know, when you go up against a team like that, you find a way to get a win against them.
They held their ground very well.
So congrats to them, and congrats to all the other teams. This is, I don't know how many weeks in a row it has been since SOS has been hitting more than 32 teams in their tournaments. But it's pretty much the entire summer that more teams to sign up for this event that can actually play in it. So hats off to the SOS staff for carrying the weekly scene here in North America and providing us another great tournament. And it is getting late, so we're going to start wrapping this up. Eli, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and on Twitch at the handle @unthus with an underscore at the end. I play Splatoon, allegedly, among other things. And I'm coming back after a 2-year break, so I'm rediscovering just how much missiles actually suck right now. And Popgun, I know people know who you are, but for the sake of things, where can people find you?
You can find me verifying teams in Low Ink, and if you want to get verified, you need to sign up today. Sign up right now. Don't go to bed. Don't work on your homework. Don't do that assignment that your boss said needs to be on their desk by tomorrow morning. Sign up for Low Ink now. Stop being a lazy Larry. Sign up now.
Stop prioritizing things that matter in real life. Sign up for your Splatoon tournament. You don't got a lot of time. It's ticking away. Last tournament of the game.
And with that being said, we're going to wrap it up here tonight. From all of us here at IPL, our streamer, Kraken Mayor, the head TOs for this tournament, Gray Sky and Tulip, and all the lovely and talented staff behind the scenes. We thank you guys for watching. We will see you this weekend for Low Ink, and enjoy the rest of your night. You've been watching SOS number 79 here on IPL.